Bonus stream. Bonus stream.
Bonus dog.
Bonus stream.
Bonus chocolate.
Bonus stream.
Bonus stream?
Bonus.
I don't have a bonus.
Stream. I've got a dog.
I've got this
He's
novelty
just out of
game
view.
controller.
Because we're going to game today.
Because we're going to game.
Show him.
We're going to game.
It's over here. There it is. Games. Gamers. Spot's here. Let's see if I can rotate the camera safely. We've got so many wires. There he is. It's Spot. Hello, Cat. Cat's in chat. It's Chat Cat.
Hi, Cat. We're going to play a game that you know about.
We're going to play a game that I do not know about.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I suppose a good boy. Good boy. Oh, okay, he's gone.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind. We've lost interest in Spot.
I'm sorry,
That's
I thought
fine.
Spot time was over.
He's lost interest in us too. I know nothing about this game.
Yeah, I know quite a lot about this game.
Today we're gonna play a game. Let's open it up so we can get that nice music.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, that is nice. I always play on mute.
How soothing.
I always play on mute, so
this is new to you.
Should we swap over? Yeah.
Shall we swap? Sorry.
Should we swap the game cam?
Oh, we're starting already. Oh my goodness, you're in a hurry.
Well, no, it's just because I can't display things. You said it will break if I try and do it.
Well, we can't. Well, yeah. Are we starting already? I thought we were just having a chat. You're always in such a hurry.
I'm always in such a hurry.
I'm like just having a chat, saying hi, and then Diar's like, "Let's play the game. We're gamers. We're gamers."
Sorry, everyone.
Diar's champing at the bit to play this game that I don't know anything about.
Hey.
So I guess we're switching to game cam.
No.
Diar's not got time for my nonsense.
No, I do have time.
No, there's no,
I have time.
Too late.
No, I have time.
we're going.
Oh no, okay.
We're going.
The fight caves in RuneScape. That's some high school, secondary school in this country, I guess. Flash throwbacks. You ever play RuneScape?
I never played RuneScape. I'm familiar with the concept. I am not familiar with the concept of this game.
Okay.
I don't know anything. All I know is that for the last few weeks, Diar's been on this Shogun 2 life.
I have been.
And frequently complaining that he has failed once again to conquer Japan.
I am constantly failing to conquer Japan.
And I said, well, good, colonialism is bad. And Diar explained, it's not colonialism, I'm being Japanese and conquering Japan.
Yeah.
That makes it
better.
fine? So I'm going to learn what it is Diar's talking about today. We're going to see how quickly Diar can fail to conquer Japan. And you're all on the ride with us as I go, what's this? What's this? Have fun.
So, would you like me to give you some context? Or
yeah,
just
give us some context.
Okay, so
now that everyone's staring at the menu screen because you want me to switch over.
I don't know, I just think it's nice. It's got votes. I just thought it'd be nice. I'm sorry for ruining your visual experience, everyone. Okay, have you ever played a Total War game?
No.
Do you know what a Total War game is?
I'm guessing it's about war, and the war is total.
Did you ever watch the TV show Totally Spies?
No, I'm guessing there were spies and they were total.
Yes, that's it. The war is total, the spies were total.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Sengoku Jedi. I think actually, Kat just put that in chat. Yeah,
it's Sengoku era Japan.
So this game takes place in an era of Japan called the Sengoku Jedi. I'm going to say this right now. We're going to do some pronunciation bad in this stream, and I'm sorry about that because neither of us speak Japanese. But we're going to do our best.
You're trying to tell me that your level 1 Duolingo isn't going to carry you through?
That's probably not going to cut it. So, the Total War series of games are turn-based strategy games whereby you are a small kind of nation, country, state grouping and you're attempting to conquer the world such as it is in the game. So in this one, we're trying to conquer Japan. Is that cool?
Yep.
You okay?
Yep.
You sure?
I'm psyched. I'm thrilled.
You look like you're glazing over a bit already there.
That's
okay?
No, I'm fascinated. Why did we switch to? Why did you pull the camera away from beautiful Spot and demand that I minimize our faces so that everyone could stare at the menu screen while you explain what turn-based strategy games are?
I'm so sorry. Well, I'll load
I'm gonna razz you so hard. I hope you're ready for this.
I'm sorry. I deserve it. So
all right, so what are we doing? Come on.
So this is Japan.
Chosokabe.
I think Chosokabe.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, I think. So this is Japan as it is in the 16th century. It's all broken into little bits.
I feel like I should let you all know that Diar has a history degree and he's clearly hype about getting some historical chat.
A little bit.
Going. No, I'm good. Okay, I will engage. I'm sorry for glazing it.
That's okay.
I'm
don't
ready.
worry about it.
Tell me about Japan.
That's okay.
Everyone was in clans. They didn't get on.
If it gets too boring.
That's what Kat told me.
Yeah. If it gets too boring, let me know. Everyone was in clans. They didn't get on. Everyone hates everyone. I can't see chat properly. Yeah, everyone hates everyone.
I keep trying to change that and it keeps bouncing back.
Don't worry about
We've got a bouncy wire. It's in the way.
That's fine. We've got bouncy wire. It's in the way. Everyone hates everyone. That's
got it.
fine. We're gonna play as one of these clans.
Okay. Which
We've
one? You got a favourite?
I do have a favourite. We're not gonna play as my favourite today.
Who are we gonna play as?
We're probably gonna play as either of these two, and I think I'm gonna let you have some influence over which we pick.
Some influence.
Some influence over which we pick. Yeah, because both of these I'm happy to try playing as. So what we are doing today is we're trying to do a legendary campaign. We're going to try to start a legendary campaign in this game, which is notoriously very hard. So we might die a lot, but that's okay. These guys like bows.
Yep.
These guys like swords.
Swords.
You want swords? Let's do it. Let's load the game. Let's just get started.
Yeah. I thought you were the one champing at the bit to get started. Let's do it.
Well, I wanted to tell you about like the history because I thought it might be interesting to you.
Please tell me about the history.
I mean, I kind of basically have.
One got on.
Japan broke into pieces. There you go. There's some good history.
Oda wins.
This is the end.
Then Hideyoshi wins. Then Tokugawa wins. Thanks, Kat. So we should have played as either as Tokugawa.
We could have played as Oda or Tokugawa, but
that's how you win.
That's how you win in history, but they're hard. So we're not gonna do that. In the game, they're hard. Do you want to watch the cutscene?
Okay, we got a cutscene. Oh, we've got voice acting.
The age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto.
Hideyoshi was a vassal. They don't, Kat, you're right.
Power was theirs. Now,
Kat just said, I think Hideyoshi was a vassal of Oda, so they probably don't have their own clan in Shogun 2. And Diar agreed. For the benefit of those who are not reading chat.
For a new warlord to become shogun.
Thanks.
But who will be victorious?
Us! I forgot what we're called already. Swords.
The Shimazu.
Swords.
We're from Satsuma.
Satsuma?
Yeah.
I just had Satsuma. This is fate.
There you go. This is fate.
Is a Satsuma fruit named after Satsuma, the region of Japan?
I believe so.
Kat's the third commentator. I know nothing. Kat, I appreciate your input.
I'm very hyped for your input because you know a lot about Total War games.
I like this fella's nice brooches they've got on their jacket.
Yeah. This game is 10 years old, and I think elements of it, in terms of the design, still look really nice.
It looks really pretty. You can tell it wasn't released last week.
Yeah.
But it's very pretty too. The design, the effort. I'm not listening to this voice actor at all.
That's okay. They're just talking about how they like swords.
They love swords. I appreciate the attention to detail in the design and the costuming.
The map is really pretty in this game as well, I think.
You love a map.
I love a map. It's true.
I got Diar a book of hand-drawn maps of South Yorkshire for Christmas because Diar loves maps.
Yeah, I love a map.
Wait no longer. Destiny calls.
Okay.
There you go. So we're a clan. We're trying to overthrow the current shogun, which is a term used for the military leader of Japan.
I say there's a lot of talking. Maybe we should mute the speech so that we're not competing with it.
We can do that. The speech is mostly just going to be like.
Can I menu? Can I menu?
Yeah. Keep
Menu?
hitting escape. Eventually, it will get you there.
Menu. Let's go sound. And let's just mute that speech. There we go.
Let's just mute that
there
speech.
we go. Let's carry on. So yeah, sorry. We're swords.
We're swords. We love swords.
Yeah. We're trying to overthrow the shogun, who is what, like kind of the leader of the country.
Yeah, Japan has in this period has an emperor.
Okay.
As I believe it still does. But the actual control of the country is held by somebody called the shogun or shogunate.
So are they like a military leader?
That's exactly what they are, yes.
So there's an emperor, but they're more of a figurehead, but the shogun's who's running the shop.
In this period of Japan, yes.
Kat has a fascinating fact for us, which
Oh,
is the
please.
Satsuma plant originates in China, but it was introduced to the world through the Japanese trade, and so we named it after the region in Japan.
That's a great fact.
Thank you, Kat. I loved that fact.
Thank you, Kat.
I didn't even know there was a Satsuma region in Japan.
Yeah. It's on the island. Oh no, I'm going to get this wrong now. It begins with a K. It might be on the map.
Kyushu.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's still called that, but I think it's something similar. Which I really want to go visit.
Yeah, I want to go and I want to eat a Satsuma, even though they're not originally from
They're
there.
not originally from there.
I just want to eat a Satsuma in Satsuma. That's my new life's ambition from this game.
So this is our Satsuma.
Yeah, that's where
This
we
is
are.
our town called Satsuma. Actually, our town is called Kagoshima, but this is Satsuma, what we own.
Okay, we got that bit.
Hmm.
We've got an absolutely massive guy
Yeah, we've got a
Enormous
huge guy.
lad.
This lad's enormous.
holding a flag.
Holding-
Takahisa.
Everyone holds flags. Yeah, this is our head honcho. You're getting some feedback.
Feedback.
Okay.
That shouldn't
Am I
be
too
happening.
loud?
Hmm. I've done something. It's gone now, it was just in the last bit there. Okay, hopefully we fixed that, because yes, that should be fine, that should be fine.
That's
There we go.
better.
Better.
Yeah, that's fixed it.
Yes, our headphones weren't plugged in properly.
Yep.
We may actually need to turn down this music a bit now,
Yeah,
because
sure.
that's loud AF in my ears.
Is that better, Kat? Thank you for flagging that.
Step spring, actually, let's spring the whole thing down a bit. Is that alright for you?
Yeah, that's good for me.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Yes.
Alright. Good catch.
Thank you, Kat. Hopefully that fixes it. Let us know if it happens
If not,
again.
let us know.
We're using a very cheap headphone splitter, so we can both have headphones on because we haven't got a very profesh setup, frankly.
It's pretty professional.
It's pretty profesh.
It's pretty
I'm really
profesh.
far from the mic, so I'm projecting today.
Project.
And project. Alright, okay, we're good. Let's go. Let's do
This
the
is
thing.
our army.
Okay, let's go. What are we going to do? Who are we going to conquer?
So we're going to try and conquer these guys,
Asumi.
Asumi, because they're not our friends.
That's what you say if someone's had enough
Whoop.
of you.
See how that's the problem.
That's fine,
What
just
is
don't
that?
go over there.
I can't. I'm going to have to at some point.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
you're going
don't
to have
worry.
to use Wasaz
Don't worry
to
about
scroll.
it. We cool. So I've got some guys. I've got this guy, Damio, or head honcho. Got this lad. He's
Yeah.
a general, and some mooks.
What's a mook?
So a mook is just a term for like a soldier or
Is this
or
gaming, not history?
This is just gaming, not
Gaming.
history. Sorry.
I'm not a gamer.
We've got some Yari samurai. They're like samurai that have spears.
Okay.
That's cool. Some Yari Ashigaru. Ashigaru is basically just drafted commoners. That's what that
Oh,
means.
no.
Who are given spears. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
we're in feudal Japan.
Oh no.
Bo
Feudal Japan?
Ashigaru.
We're going to have some words.
Feudal Japan, oh no. This is our town.
Yeah.
I'm going to build some things in our town.
Okay. What can you
So,
build?
I'm going to build some...
Rice.
Yeah, I'm going to build some rice.
Rice is delicious.
Going to
Definitely
construct
build some
rice. And I think I'm going to build...
Swords.
Yeah,
You like swords?
I do like swords, but actually what I want right now is spears.
Oh, sorry. I'll just put
You've
the
got my
old Phonaruni on
I
Mutaruno.
have noticed a problem with this strategy straight away.
What's the problem with your strategy?
Uh,
Is it that your country are all allergic to rice?
so I'm bad at games. So do you think I should just go all in turn one and just try and attack them?
What, are they there already?
Yeah, they're just right there.
They just showed up to attack you?
No, there's no dudes here. That's just their town.
Alright, yeah, let's do it. Let's go punch him.
There's no game
Kick 'em in the
audio
teeth.
now.
Hi, Tyler. There's no game audio. Unless the game audio is supposed to be electronic distortion.
Oh, Tyler,
my
it's
God.
not.
We might have to do something about our speaker setup, our headphone setup here.
We could plug it into the Yeti maybe.
Yes, run it through the Yeti. Very good idea. Please hold.
Sorry, everyone. We're playing this on my laptop, which is less good at hooking into our desk setup than Michelle's is.
Yes, I've spent half an hour trying to sort it out, and clearly that was not long enough.
And we're sorry. Okay, so that's going to give us the interesting effect if we'll be able to hear us.
I hate that. Gee, I sure do hate that. Here's an idea.
Yeah?
I'm going to have a pair of headphones in so I can monitor the levels.
Okay.
You don't need to
I
hear
don't
it.
need to hear.
You usually play
I
on
usually
mute
play
anyway.
without.
Let's try this.
Okay.
Don't you start. Go away.
Headphone?
Go away.
No, you need to click
Headphone.
it. Headphone.
Go away. You go away. Don't care for you.
So there's nothing coming through on the
There's
desktop
currently
audio.
no sound coming through
At
on
all?
here. No.
It's going good. Tyler, we're playing Shogun 2 Total War.
Tyler, we're playing it at being streamers. is what
We're happy.
doing.
We're happy to see you.
I'm thrilled to see you, Tyler. Thank you for dropping in. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you for dropping in. We're sorry about
I'm
this
so
hot
sorry.
mess.
I have nothing to say, but I'm sorry. Let's turn these up a bit.
I think the issue is one of... Oh,
Oh, we got a ding there. Hope you all heard the ding. You all heard the ding.
y'all heard the ding. So the issue is one of...
We're good.
Oh, is it working?
I am now hearing
You're a
game audio.
genius.
I am now hearing quiet game audio. Can y'all hear game audio?
The nice music. We are
It's
hearing.
just some sort of soft music at
It's
the moment.
just soft, vaguely, I guess, Japanese music.
With the odd boom.
It stopped again.
I'm hearing it.
There's nothing coming through on the... That's weird because it definitely was there, wasn't it?
Yeah. It isn't tough to hear me. We had this before when we played on your laptop, that we couldn't get the game audio to go through, didn't we?
Yeah. My laptop is cursed.
One more thing to try. Sorry, friends.
Sorry,
We're never going to learn
friends.
about feudal Japan at this rate.
We're never going to learn about feudal Japan at the moment.
Put this. Start the game. I apologise. I haven't got another idea. We might just have to do without the game audio.
We could mute...
We have muted. This is a real-time strategy game, turn-based strategy game. It's just pretty Japanese-style music is the only sound. I don't think it's a game where the sound massively contributes to the experience, because Diar usually plays it on mute anyway.
I
As
do
we've learned.
use that on mute.
So essentially, what's happening here is I'm enjoying some nice music.
We could mute the game audio so that it's not people aren't getting beeps and boops.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, we could put some library music on or something.
I'd have to dig out like a stream-friendly radio station, which I might do for a future occasion.
Yeah.
On this occasion, we're giving up on the whole idea of having game audio.
I'm sorry, guys.
You can enjoy our non-headphoned way of living.
Sorry that my laptop is cursed.
It super is.
That's
Let's go. It is.
Pants.
Okay, so we're playing, Tyler.
We're playing the feud.
We're playing Total War Shogun 2, which I know nothing about. It's a turn-based strategy game. Diar's playing it on the hardest mode. He's going to try and rewrite history. And rather than the clan that actually succeeded in conquering Japan, our clan's going to do it. That's
Our
the plan
clan's going to do it. Yeah, we're going to die a lot.
We're going to die a lot because it's the hardest mode.
Starting with right now.
So we're going to go and attack our first enemy... Sorry.
Let's go.
Enemy...
We are.
Town.
So my usual strategy for this, on doing this on the hardest difficulty.
We're looking at a sort of top-down map of Japan, and we've got some dudes, and we're walking towards our enemy.
If you're not familiar with how Japan is laid out, we're at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the bottom of Japan, as you would look at it on most maps.
Sure,
We're
south,
on
as
the
it's often known.
bottom island, south, I guess, if
Often
you want
known as
to
south,
call it
yeah.
that. Yeah. We're on the southernmost major island, and we're about to attack this clan called the Sumi, and we're going to die horribly.
That's okay. Is that your strategy?
My usual strategy for this, is to pick a corner.
Yeah.
My favourite corner is the top corner,
Okay.
the Date clan, and hide for a bunch of turns and wait for everyone to attack me and die in the process.
Oh, I see. So why are we attacking straight off?
So
Why are we running
the
out?
issue with doing that here is that I have noticed that there's nowhere where I can hide in trees here, which does somewhat put a big dampener on my main legendary strategy, which is just hide a lot and then catch people on the jump, because the AI hates it when you do that. The other thing about this is that I will be simming all of the battles.
Hello, Wild Beast. Pleasure to have you.
Hi, Wild Beast. I will be simming all the battles.
What does that mean?
So normally there's 2 modes in this game. There's map mode and there's battle mode.
Okay.
I will at some point show off a battle mode. I'm not going to do that this stream. If we do another one, I'll maybe do it then. Because on legendary mode, if I try and do battle, I will die because I am bad at the battles.
So in the battle, is this... I've played sort of games where you have the little troops all on the map.
Yeah.
On the battlefield, and you kind of select them and go. You put them in place before the battle starts. You're like, you go at the front, you go at the back, and then you hit go, and they all fight.
That's right. That's what will happen, and it's real time as well. The battles are real time. You can pause it.
So you're watching it play out, or do you actually tell them what to do
control
during?
all of the boys during.
Oh, that's harder. I've played ones where you place them and then you just hit go and watch it.
Yeah. No, you control this all the time throughout.
Okay, and you're bad at that. So
I'm
what
bad
you're
at
doing
that.
instead is you're just letting the computer run some numbers and decide who wins.
I'm going to let the computer run some numbers and decide who wins. Now, here's the thing about that, which is that according to the devs and most kind of stats, that's much worse.
That's worse
than actually fighting the battles yourself.
if you're competent at battles.
However, for me, it's probably better because I'm bad at the battles.
Okay, so we're going to sim the battles.
So we're going to sim all the
I
battles.
can't. At some point, we're going to have to watch you horribly lose a battle.
It's going to happen now.
Well, no, I mean actually, we're going to have to do the real time.
Oh no,
battle
we can do
mode
if we do a real time battle in this mode, I will die, unless I
Kat says that you and her are complete opposites in strategy.
Oh really?
Chris, hello.
Hello, folks. Hello, Chris. Yes. Anyone who's played games with me for a long time, and Kat will be able to attest this, will know that there are 2 things to do when you're playing against me. We won.
We won! Oh, sorry, while you were talking, Diar attacked the town and won.
That wasn't expected. We were supposed to lose.
It says Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah.
So does that mean that you lost a lot of guys in the process?
We had 600 guys and we lost 400 of them. Now that's quite a lot.
So you didn't win by much, is what it's saying.
We didn't win by much, but we did win.
Well...
And that's all that really counts, isn't it? Hello, it's our town now.
It's our town now. Are we going to peacefully occupy,
We're going to peacefully
or are we going to loot?
I'm not into looting.
Good.
We've captured the following province, so we get a little bonus.
Okay, we are peacefully occupying the town of Asumi.
Asumi. So
I'm going to just repeat a little disclaimer Diar said before, that we're probably going to pronounce most of these incorrectly.
we are, yeah. So this is where it might go a bit wrong.
Okay. So you're heading... You're really leaning in there. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm actually struggling to see a little bit. I might just...
Yeah, you just whack
there we
that
go.
brightness right
Whack
up.
that brightness right up. It sounds like Subcon when the build queue is God. Yes, elements of the start of the legendary mode, certainly when I was doing it before, have elements of the build queue must be respected. Build queue is where you have to do... The best way of doing things is a certain order, and ideally you should do things in that order.
Sure, you're like, I'm gonna build... Oh, hey Jim! Hey Zogworth. Turtle until you get to the silly top level units, which you could only have one of.
So
what does that mean to turtle? Do you mean withdraw inside your shell?
I am a notorious turtler. That's
what you were talking about when you just hide.
That's what I was talking about just now. I just hide.
I've got a history fact for you.
Please.
When the colonialists were sweeping across the Caribbean and indenture servitude and enslaving people, but mostly genociding the native people who lived there.
Yeah.
It was a pretty bad time. One of the only islands which still has kind of a recognizable indigenous population is the island of Dominica, which is a very, very mountainous and heavily forested island, which the center of it is pretty much, even now, very difficult to get into. And basically the indigenous people just retreated into the mountains and lived there for... I can't remember exactly how long, so I'm not going to say, but it was many, many, many years. And basically everyone thought that they'd been fully genocided and wiped out. And eventually they kind of peeked their heads out and were like, hey, we're still here, can you not genocide us?
That's a great
and
fact.
The world had moved on enough that they did not genocide them. And it's a small kind of group, and unfortunately, sadly, colonialism being what it is, a lot of their culture was still detonated from orbit when they reintegrated into the rest of the island. But the Kalinago people do still have a historical centre and scholars and an attempt to preserve what history they can.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Because they turtled.
Thank you, Michelle. Because they turtled effectively. I think you told me before that it was several generations to give some idea of the scale.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, all sorts of weird things. When they re-emerged, sort of the prevailing powers said, well, we need you to tell us who your chief is so we can communicate with the chief. And they had no such concept as a chief. So then they were like, well, choose a man who's in charge. So they were like, sure. So
Yeah.
then they have, like, in the historical centre, kind of the photographs of all of their chiefs, but it was a completely it's not part of their original culture. It was imposed upon them.
Yeah,
Strange, huh?
that's really interesting.
And I was like, why are they all men? And it's like, well, because they were told the chief should be a man.
Yeah.
So we're like, fine, if that's what it takes to communicate with
Yeah.
you people. It's a very interesting trip to the history centre I had there. Nothing to do with Japan, but it was to do with turtling, so I thought I'd
I would
mention
love to go to turtling. I'm a notorious turtler. The way generally acknowledged to beat me in the game is to rush me and or don't give me time to think.
it. Okay.
If
That's
you,
a bit like how to stress you out in a conversation.
it's indeed. It's how to stress me out in real life as well. Yeah, it works. If you give me time to think, there's a good chance that I will win.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
But if you don't, I will definitely lose.
Well, you've had ages to think now, so.
I'm going to end the turn.
Okay. So there's a lot of information on the screen which I don't know what
So
it
there's a
means.
lot of information on the UI, like here and
Is this
down
are
here.
all the other clans making their moves now? Is this what these
That's
little
what's happening.
symbols
Yeah,
mean?
the other clans are making their moves. That's good. I forgot to do something in our first turn, but that's okay.
Nick says
We're
that
having fun.
he's notorious for turtling to the extent that he attempted to play Risk as a pacifist. I respect the hell out of that, Nick.
One time I did drop a giant UFO on Nick's head in a game. And yeah, clearly it still haunts him. Okay, we need to do some things here.
So this is the town you've taken
This
over.
is the town I've taken over. We're going to exempt it from
You've
tax.
exempted them from tax.
have.
That's a good way to... no, you've got to use the WASD to scroll.
sorry.
You can't use the cursor, or you'll go onto the other monitor, and you'll just be waving your cursor at the chat.
I can't use the cursor. You cannot use
That's
G.
a good way to probably... what's the word? Kind of endear you to them.
I am
not
trying
make
to
them pay
endear
tax.
myself to the local population, yeah.
So you're going to invade places and make them like you. That's your plan.
That's usually my plan in this game. I don't think I'm unique in that.
You're not going for the scorched earth route.
I'm
here.
not going for the Scorched Earth route. I don't even know if that's viable in Legendary. It might be. You certainly could play the base game like that. There you go. Cat's telling us about a time we played a game against
2 versus 3
our friends. Yeah.
Cat's job was to be the fast reactionary one and buy time for DR to build giant spaceships.
Yes.
This sounds fun.
Yeah. There's a game
Giant
called
spaceships.
There's a game called Supreme Commander that we played a lot.
I'm guessing this feudal Japan game doesn't have giant spaceships.
Sadly, no.
I know we're rewriting history, but not to that extent.
We're not rewriting history that much. I wish we were, but we're not. What do I want to build here? Eventually, I want to build a market, but we're not going to do that just yet. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. That's civilization.
Civilization.
Could do a Civ stream at some point, maybe.
We could do Civilization. I kind of am familiar with Civilization.
Oh, really?
I never really played it, but growing up,
Dad played
my
it a lot,
dad
didn't
played
he?
it loads,
Yeah.
and sometimes I'd watch him play it.
We could do a Civ stream. I'm sure we could get people involved in that.
I always wanted to, I think it was one of the Civ games where you could see your throne room.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
And it would
One of the early
update
ones.
depending on which like age you were in. So it started as just like a stone room, and then you'd get like Iron Age, you get a nice iron throne, and so on. And I'd basically just insist that he showed me the updated throne rooms. And he's like, it hasn't changed yet. And I'm like, show me it again. show me the throne room.
That's really cute.
I was a small child. I haven't changed much.
I think it is like Civ 2 or 3. I had Civ 2 as a sprog, so and it sounds familiar. Vaguely. I've ended our turn again. So I built more farms because farms are good, and that's it. That's all I did really.
Which version of Civilization was it when they accidentally made Gandhi a warmonger instead of a pacifist?
One of the early ones, I think.
And demanded that you nuke everyone all the time.
I think it might have been one of the very early ones because I think they then left it in subsequent ones as a joke.
I heard they left it in as a joke, yes.
Yeah.
But it was originally a mistake.
There you go, Civ 1.
Spot's using his toy bear as a pillow, and it's very cute.
Oh, that's
A quick
sweet.
dog update.
So the other thing that I forgot to do was to set. Oh, we can build a trading port for money.
Nick says it was Civilization 1 due to a maths error. Yeah, it was something like they tried to set it
To
at the
zero.
minute to 0,
Yeah.
but then it like cycled back to being the top. 0 was read as the top rather than the bottom.
Because
or
of
something.
coding.
It's like the Grand Duke when aces turn out to be high instead of low.
That's exactly what it's like. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. I hope you'll be down and we're still streaming, Cat. Yeah, come on back down.
Oh,
if we
enjoy
are.
your food, cat.
Yeah, enjoy it. And then the show's cancelled. So this is our research screen.
It looks like Mahjong tiles.
Come again? Looks like what?
Mahjong?
Oh my young tiles. Yeah.
That's not a Japanese game, is it? But it looks like that to me.
It does a bit. Yeah, I can see that. We're gonna research the sword Because we like swords.
We like sword, yeah.
We like sword.
So this is like where you level up your army.
Yeah. This is where you level up your army.
And you're choosing to level up swords.
I'm going to level up sword in this instance. There's some other options for things we could do.
This is more so that you've got like kind of your war side of the
War
screen,
side.
and you've got kind of your knowledge and wisdom side.
Yeah,
of the
for
screen.
sure.
So we're going for war here.
Generally, we're initially going to go for war. We're going to get some things. We're going to get Way of the Sword, and we're going to try and get Heaven of Earth, because Heaven of Earth is very important for
What
doing
does it
anything
mean?
in Legendary. Heaven and Earth lets you build a thing that allows you to replenish your units quicker.
Okay, so you've got an attack and a defense tree here.
Yes.
And in your knowledge side, what have you got? Have you got?
We've got
Zen.
which is all about building temples.
Okay.
We've
Religion.
got these ones, which are all about improving your diplomatic relations, which we will be getting as early as we can, because
Okay.
not having everyone want to fight you is very important.
That would help, yeah. And what's the other skill
This
you've
is to do with improving
got
your.
on the far end?
Oh, this is to
Up.
do with.
Nope.
Where? Here? This one?
Yeah.
This is to do with your markets.
Okay, so
And your
you've
roads.
got kind of economy,
This is money.
diplomacy,
Yeah.
attack and defense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Sure. War. Huh. What is it good for, eh?
Sound off in chat.
Sound
What
off in
is
chat.
it good for?
What is it good for? I can't build markets yet, can I? Because I didn't research the damn thing. I might actually just quickly.
While Diar's reading about this,
Just
I'll
quickly
just
throw
come
that
up with
in
some
there.
topical chat to vamp. You all heard about Bean Dad? Wow.
You all heard about Bean Dad? Isn't that wild?
Anyone who is a fan of My Brother and Me, I highly recommend you, even if you don't listen to it usually, I recommend you fire up the latest episode just so you can hear the placeholder theme song that they have incorporated due to no longer using Bean Dad's music. It's a very good placeholder theme song.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
really
recommend,
good.
Listen
to the end
have
as
a quick
well.
Lesson. Oh yes, and make sure once you've listened to that, if you're not going to listen to the whole episode, skip through to the end just to hear the outro.
Yeah,
Recommended.
it's great. So what I'm trying to do now, and I have completely failed to do so, is find a bit of tree I can hide in.
You're still trying to find someone.
Yeah, because that's,
Tyler says they cried.
I'm glad, Tyler.
It came up for me because I transcribe McElroy shows as one of my income streams, and the Slack had a notification on it today being like, hey all, make sure that you definitely transcribe the intro and don't just skip past it like usual. We're going to want to make sure that that's included.
That's really funny.
And then I hopped straight onto my podcatcher of choice to hear what it was.
I love it.
The other big conversation on that Slack today was how to spell Frosties in reference to Frosty cereal.
The cereal?
Yeah, not because in America Frosty is a different type of cereal. So
is it?
we were trying to decide if we should Frosties IES it, which then makes it into a different cereal, which is a British cereal, or if we should
Yeah.
Frosty YS, which is less grammatically accurate but more brand loyal. And then we agreed that our jobs are weird.
What's Frosties in America?
I don't know, Frosted Flakes or something? Frosty Flakes? Frosty Flakes. I don't know.
I have to know.
Justin McElroy has a cereal podcast.
Oh yeah, I did listen to the first episode of that, I think, and I liked it, and I never got around to listening to it anymore because
Frosty Treats.
I don't listen to podcasts anymore. So is Frosty Treats what This is cereal chat, everyone. Is Frosty?
I don't know. I didn't contribute to the chat. Not to be confused with Frosty Jacks.
Okay.
Isn't it?
It's winter now. So the thing about winter is that if you're in an enemy terrain in winter and you end
Oh wow, your turn took so long that it turned to winter.
It turned to winter.
Good lord, Diar.
I did end. Oh no.
We've been going for 36
Oh,
minutes
no.
and Diar's almost started his
It's a
second turn.
razzing. I'm on my third turn now, I think.
Whoa!
Actually.
Oh, you had to keep us. You had to let us know what.
I did say I was ending the turn.
But
Sorry.
what did you do in that turn?
Nothing.
You
all
learned
I
how
did,
to use a sword.
all I did was find a place to hide.
Wendy's dessert. Oh, we talk. Is it not a cereal? It's a dessert you have at Wendy's. Apparently, a frosty treat.
Oh. I did not know that.
I thought they were talking about cereal because of Justin's cereal. I don't know anything. I always feel like we have like a really good understanding of American culture
Compared to a lot of people.
because of like our exposure to American media.
Yeah.
But then the very brief times I've been in America, I was just blasted with culture shock. I had no idea what was happening.
Yeah.
Nothing prepares you for being there.
No.
Frosty Jacks is terrible cider. Yes. Is that different from Scrumpy Jack?
I think so. I used to like Scrumpy Jack quite a bit. I think Frosty comes in those big bottles, doesn't it? There's like 2 litres.
That's the kind of stuff that like
Like
when
White Lightning.
we were teens, we'd like send the one that looked the oldest in to buy a 2 litre of it from the off license.
Yeah.
And then be like, whoa, we're so drunk, even though the alcohol content was essentially 0. Yeah, Nick says the nectar of many a UK teenager.
There you have it.
Exactly.
There you have it, folks.
Tyler loves transcript chat. I mean, I enjoy having someone to bounce stuff off of Tyler, although mostly it is still very solitary.
I'm ending my turn, just so you know. All I did was move back in and build some more guys.
Okie doke.
Sorry to interrupt.
We do have a Slack channel where it's mostly just to kind of check, like, hey, I'm not sure how to do this. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm very much I work alone kind of person, so I don't jump in too often.
Yeah, that's more your kind of vibe, isn't it?
Occasionally there's something funny on there that's worth noting.
So an army has appeared.
An army has
from
appeared.
The purple
the
team.
purple. Was that the ones that you fought before?
Yeah. And you know what? We're going to fight them again.
We're going to fight them again.
Yeah. We're going to do it right now.
We're going to do it right now.
We're going to do it right now.
I'm going to close the door that I left open behind us because I'm getting a draft.
Are you getting chilly?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Be a sec. You feel free to keep fighting though.
I'm going to try this fight. This fight might go wrong for me. That's okay. It's legendary. Sometimes it don't always go the way that you plan.
The legend of Diar's failed battles.
Yeah.
That's the legend we're discussing.
This one could go either
Hello,
way.
dogs.
We'll see how
the
we go.
dogs think I'm going to feed them. They are incorrect.
Haha.
It's not even time for their food yet.
Nope. Oh, we won.
You won!
We won.
How many troops did you lose this time?
860.
860! Mate,
But here's the thing.
oh, Spot's here.
Here's Spot.
Spot? He's
Do you wanna-
back.
he wants
and
the
he's trying to
chocolate.
steal the chocolate game controller.
I have this doggus.
Just trying to wrestle him into view.
Hello.
There
I
he
bought
is.
this doggus. Hello,
Oh,
friend.
he's licking you.
I love you. Bye.
I didn't like
I
that.
didn't like that boy.
Some of you may die, says Nick.
That is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Can you just pop me over that chocolate game controller?
Yeah, have some chocolate game controller. It's actually not too bad. It's better than I was expecting.
This is another one of the things that we've obtained from the local place that you can basically spend £10, you get a big box of food that was like rejected by supermarkets.
Yeah.
And it's just a random selection of stuff.
Give me the controller for a second.
Go on, you're gonna play some games on it.
Gaming.
Gaming on the chocolate
Gaming.
controller.
Here you go.
So we got a bunch of novelty chocolate that wasn't sold over Christmas, including like 4 of these novelty chocolate game controllers, which I'm mad into. We also got a selection of chocolate teddy bear lollipops that have you were eating one that says #1 Granddad yesterday.
Yeah, and I am.
And then you offered me one. You were like, you could have best dad if you want. And I was like, no, I want to be Granddad.
Okay, so we won, which is cool. I could now push the point at this juncture.
This was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's not bad, isn't it? Which I'm just currently weighing up the options on whether I want to do that or not.
I love that I'm eating delicious chocolate and I'm preventing food waste.
That's one now. That's one. We'll take the command. Sorry, my guy leveled up, so I'm just picking some attributes for them.
I'm sorry that I'm not paying more attention to this game.
Don't worry.
Tell me more about what's going on.
You're here to eat chocolate.
I'm supposed to be learning what the game
No,
is.
that's cool. The game is about you fight in Japan. Okay, so this could go wrong.
I'm gonna fight this guy.
I may have just made a whoops. Let's find out. I was trying to be more aggressive than I normally would be.
We're fighting.
Okay, so we
You
won.
won.
All of my guys died.
Did you really win them?
We won, but all of my guys died.
In what way did you win them?
Well, literally all of their guys died. Whereas
Only most of yours.
only most of mine died.
Fair.
So I don't think that's going to leave me with enough dudes to take their city. So yeah, I have a combined total of about 110 dudes left from my initial fighting force of 1,600. Feudal Japan, people die a lot.
Yeah, you're doing awful.
I'm doing terrible. Do you
Starts back.
want to know something wild? Which is that this is actually a pretty good start in many ways
Good lord.
because we've not immediately been squashed.
Nick says that he hopes your troops don't unionize.
Yeah, me too, pal.
Sorry, if you keep killing them off, they won't have time to have union discussions.
I'm going to haul us out of there, and then I'm going to try and build more guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to build some more guys. And then what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and actually enact my favourite tactic of hide in some trees and then catch them on the jump. We bought a farm.
Oh, good.
We bought some irrigation.
Well, you have no people to feed.
We have no people to feed, which is great, because that means we'll be getting more money. Look at that, see, our money just went all the way up because of all the people that we no longer have to pay.
Well, do you pay them in farm? Oh no, because you killed them all!
Because they're all dead.
A great way to boost your economy is to kill off some of the... Oh no, wait, it's far too close to home.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Kill off some of your population.
Yeah. Are we feudal Japan? Is this feudal Japan?
Points at... Gestures vaguely at everything. Is this feudal Japan?
Yeah. Okay, so somebody just conquered someone else over there. That's probably bad for us, if I'm being honest.
I'm glad you brought this huge wad of chocolate over because I did have a salad for dinner.
It was a very nice salad.
Thank you.
Hey,
and I
what-
was worried that I'd eaten healthily for an entire day, and that's not really on. Although I did have pizza for breakfast. Never mind.
Did you have pizza for breakfast, chat?
I might have had pizza.
There you
for
go, the
breakfast.
odour. They're the ones Cat were mentioned.
You destroyed the odor.
No, I didn't. Someone else did.
But they were destroyed.
I'm just hiding.
Now that is incorrect because Kat said that in real life the odor won at
In
one
real
point.
life, the Oda won. Yes, I didn't destroy them. I'm just hiding in forests.
So you have found Tomato Turtle now
Yes.
between these little boob
Between
volcanoes.
these little boob. Oh, they are kind of like little boob volcanoes, aren't
Yeah,
they?
these little fucking little boobs.
Yeah, that's nice.
It is nice.
I'm gonna turtle up here, but I need some more guys first. Because currently,
so you're gonna build more dudes.
I'm gonna build some more dudes. I'm gonna.
You built a farm, so now you can draft all the farms.
I'm gonna pump out a lot of dudes real quick.
There's so much information in,
There's a lot
in this game. There's
of
like there's so
information in
much
this
stats
game.
and lists,
Yes.
and we're not even scratching the surface of the amount of information on the screen.
There's an incredible amount of information in this game, and this is probably not compared to some RTSs, not RTSs, turn-based,
TBS.
I'm doing it again. TBSs. There's probably I've seen ones that make this one look kind of minuscule in terms of the amount of information.
It's not something that really works for me because I have kind of a compulsion to read everything.
Yeah.
And you are just flicking through screens of info.
I
would feel that I
screens.
need to read, and already this game's fairly slow paced.
Some of it's historical background,
Nick has
which is
so it's
nice.
like a test match.
which is nice to read. I'm not dawdling over much on some of the screens because, as you say, it's fairly slow paced, and I want it to be a somewhat at least a somewhat interesting viewing experience.
It's not. No, it is. I'm having a great time watching whatever it is we're looking at. There's some little mans running about.
There's some little mans running about.
There's a dead giant on the map.
Yeah,
That seemed good.
somebody got deaded. What's going on?
Were there
Oh,
giants in feudal Japan?
no,
It's a quick history question.
do tell me.
So 2 of the clans are gone already.
Probably many more than 2 have gone already.
How many are there at the start?
Oh god, I don't actually know. Like 40 probably.
Oh, that's way more than I thought. So you can only play as
You can only play as 9, but there's
9
there's
of them,
there's
but
plenty
there's
more.
way more. Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Nick, we're on the bottom island.
We're on the
according to
bottom
Diar?
island. Kyushu.
Kyushu. Yes, Kyushu. Nick's on it.
Yes, we're on Kyushu. Markets.
Jim says that feudal Japan is better than the test match because... Sorry, the test match is better because at least you can wear a nice jumper and stop for tea. In feudal Japan, you don't get to stop. It's total war, not sometimes war.
It's total war, not sometimes war. I would like to be able to tax this province, please.
Untick the thing that says exempt them then.
No, because if I do that, they'll get angry at me.
Well, I think you've misunderstood the great problem of taxation.
You know what? When you say it like that, I feel like an idiot. I'm recruiting more dudes this turn. No. Okay,
Would you
alright.
believe I never even studied economics?
We're gonna try it. We're
What
gonna
we
try.
trying?
We're gonna try catching these guys on the jump, on the hoof.
What does that mean?
We're gonna try sticking our guys up in one of their forests and hoping they walk past us and then jumping on them.
Oh, guerrilla warfare?
Yeah. Okay.
Because gorillas live in trees.
Because is that why it's called that?
No, it's spelled differently. Guerrilla warfare is when you hide and then you ambush and you hide again.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing.
Like what William Wallace's army did.
That's my strategy for the entire.
That's not
Is
a
that
joke.
what William Wallace did?
Yeah, they use guerrilla. That's where I learned the term because I only studied Scottish history because I went to primary school in Scotland.
Yeah.
And I learned the term guerrilla warfare because that was how they were beating the big, more powerful English armies.
Mm.
They just like pop out of nowhere because Scotland was mostly wild and still kind of is. They just pop out of places and be like, ah, and attack them all and then run away again. Guerrilla warfare.
So I'm going to go back to researching war now.
So we're going to learn more about sword fighting here on this level up chart.
We would like to learn more about sword fighting.
Nick says, when I say I learned guerrilla warfare in primary school. We did go to a field trip to Bannockburn, which was the site of a famous battle. And then it was like a thing that at the end they gave us all toy swords and they took us up to the top of the hill and then we all had to charge down the hill screaming as if we were the Scottish Army.
That sounds great.
It was pretty fun.
I forgot there's a clan called the Ouchie.
Chris says he also learned he had a claymore. The Wallace Memorial Monument has a huge sword there, which they claim was Wallace's sword, and it definitely isn't.
That's sick, though.
It doesn't have the right, like, it's the wrong age, and it's the wrong size to be his sword. And they'll tell you all this openly, but, like, they'll still have it there and be like, this was claimed to be his sword. Because I guess, like, erroneous claims of the, what's the word? Pedigree? No. Erroneous claims of an item being what it isn't is still a historical note of interest.
Yes.
Like the Shroud of Turin. It's a famous fake, but the fact it's a famous fake is
also interesting. Yes, major
provenance.
Major historical.
Spurious provenance. That's what I'm trying to say.
Historiographical point of discussion often.
Yes.
Which I find interesting.
Jim says it comes from the Napoleonic era. Nick once had to wear some medieval armour and get hit with a really big sword. Nick, had you pissed off your teacher that day?
I just did that for fun.
Nick says I'm thinking of Provence in the south of France. I am not. I'm saying that the sword has spurious provenance. That's a word.
Providence.
Provident. No, not that. Good lord. Nick just went to a rough school. That wasn't even a field trip or a history lesson. You just had to wear medieval armour to school to get out at the end of the day.
Do you know what else is a fun word that came from the Napoleonic era? I mean, lots of words, I'm sure. Grognard.
What's a grognard?
Grognard is somebody who likes...
Grog?
No. No. A grognard is somebody who likes things to be...
Sorry. Jim just said Nick's school was actually just Warwick Castle. Warwick's got a nice castle.
Yeah, it does.
See, listen to me, castle. Been in the north too long. It's got a charming castle.
Disgusting.
Tell me what a grognard is, please.
As somebody who likes things to be done kind of an old or outdated way.
Oh,
I think it has a more... Oh, we lost a guy. That's bad time.
Did you lose a battle?
No, we won the battle, but we lost one of our generals, which is a bummer.
The total war.
We lost the total war. Often grognard is used for, like, people who still play, like, 3.5 edition D&D, even though 5th edition is now a thing. I'm butchering the definition and explanation of this term. That doesn't sound like me. Oh, wait, yes it does. We had a quest to build a harbour, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah.
If you told me, I'm afraid I wasn't listening.
It's okay. I'm going to go to the clan screen. There we go. Master the following art. Wear the sword. We're doing it. Construct the following building. Trading port. Oh, I don't have a time limit for that one. Don't care. Then I don't
I'm trying
care.
to Google what the word is that I can't think of, and Google's not helping me at all. Oh, good lord.
Google not being helpful. I won't believe it.
Someone who likes silly old games is what Jim says a grognard is.
Like Shogun too.
Are you a grognard?
Yeah, I guess I'm the grognard.
You are the true grognard.
The grognard was me. I am the grognard. The grognard is me.
According to this, a grognard is a lifelong professional soldier, a stalwart professional. That's what the internet tells me.
says it is.
Yeah.
Check in the slang sections, maybe.
Well, yeah. Someone who likes silly old games is a grog nerd, says Nick.
I mean, that's not French, so...
Grognard.
Grognard. Alright.
I've been really hitting that Duolingo hard this
You've been
week.
hitting that Duolingo real hard.
I got to the Diamond League, y'all.
You're going to nationals.
I'm going to nationals already. What's it called? The person... It's not a Philistine.
I'm going to need more than that, I'm sorry.
A person who's like... insists on using outmoded technology.
Luddite.
Please help me, chat. A Luddite! Thank you! A Luddite. Is a grognard like a Luddite?
I guess not.
But
entirely.
of gaming.
Yeah, sure.
A Luddite of gaming.
A Luddite of gaming. A Luddites. That's funny.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everybody. I'm having a lot of tip of the tongue moments today. Because I'm tired. Because have you all been following the news?
You've been following the news? You're not tired? Wow.
Are you not dismayed? Spot's dismayed.
Spot's so dismayed he's licking his bits. Giving
It's
them
giblet time.
a real good once over.
Chris is trying not to look at the news. Wise.
Yeah, don't.
Recommended course of action is to keep up with that, my friend.
Don't do that. It's bad. A place called Lud's Church at the bottom of the Peaks District. That's cool. We should try and go there sometime.
We live near the Peak District.
That's very true. We do.
Let's go to the Love's Church.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
At the bottom of it, also known as the South. What's wrong with you all?
Come on. Some of us didn't learn compass.
No Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi at Love's Church. No point then. If I can't Instagram it, there's no point going.
We are absolutely going to hire a general because I got one of ours killed because I was being way too aggressive. After saying that my usual strategy is to just turtle furiously, I have done the opposite
Yeah.
and just gone absolutely hell for leather.
Oh, Jim says it's like a natural crevasse, so it's bottom of it in terms of sea level as well as southness,
Ah,
I guess.
it's fun.
Speaking of the sea, you're on the coast now.
We're on the
You're
coast.
making your way up the coast
Making
of
our
Kyushu.
way up the coast of Kyushu, yeah.
I like how when you haven't explored it yet, it's like a drawing of a map.
Right? Isn't it cool?
Like an old-fashioned hand-drawn map, and then as you discover it, it turns into like a rendered kind of
Yeah, it's-
top-down view of the environment.
That's
a
exactly
lovely,
right.
lovely way of illustrating. Sorry, where you haven't been.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's a nice detail.
I think it's really nice. Yeah. We're gonna go. Was there a province called Bingo? Yeah, I think there is a province called Bingo. Here we are, Bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some Satsuma and there's Bungo.
But there is Bingo and there is also Bungo.
Wasn't
yes.
that Danny Elfman's band?
Yes, I think it was.
Love Bingo Bungo. That's my favourite band.
That's my favourite band. Okay. Okay, this is going well.
Isn't Bingo Bungo the imaginary friend in Inside Out?
No. No. Those are the parties that that Italian politician used to have. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Diar's at war while chomping on a huge wad of chocolate. Why did you bring this? I'm so sorry for the sonic displeasure that is you listening to us chewing chocolate with no game audio whatsoever. This is what happens when Diar's like, oh, can we do a stream of one of the games on my computer? I'm gonna set it up. I'll make sure there's food nearby.
Michelle, I've got bad news. I
would
did a
never.
bad job.
Did you die?
Yeah, I died. I got all my army killed.
You killed all of them?
Yeah.
So you've lost the total war then? You've totally
I
lost
think
it.
I have probably totally lost the war.
Total
yeah.
demise.
I did a very bad job.
It's amazing we haven't even been playing for an hour yet. I'm
I know.
impressed.
Yeah, no, I
We
know.
said we were going to try and see how quickly you could fail miserably at this.
Yeah. I did a bad job.
Could I steal a bit of your water because I drank all of mine?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
Here you go. I don't think this one is recoverable now.
I think it's been unrecoverable since like the first. Someone's dead.
Yeah, I got my guy killed.
Your guy's dead. It's winter again. This is the winter of your discontent. So you've got a family tree here.
Yeah.
There's so much information in this game.
Yeah.
When did that come? When did that show up?
That's always been here.
Oh my goodness. So what you're doing now, you're deciding who's going to be the next heir.
No, it's going to be this guy.
This lad.
It's going to be this young lad.
It's
well,
14.
it's probably going to be no one because
This is like
I'm about to
putting,
get totals.
No.
Totaled war.
Oh, I'm terrible today. Yuko? Is it
Yuko?
Yuko?
I'm not with you.
The Fire Kingdom Prince. Zuko.
Zuko.
That's like, yeah, you got your 14-year-old kid in charge. That's like Zuko
I mean, yeah,
being in charge of the Fire Kingdom. And we all know how that went.
it went great.
It went fantastically. Yeah, that was the happy ending of the series.
That was the
Spoilers.
Spoilers. I will keep playing this game for a bit to see if I can recover it, but I might have to just start again.
Oh, hey, if anyone is on that Avatar life, UK Netflix has Korra now,
Yeah,
which I want to watch at some
we're
point.
gonna watch Kara.
We're going to watch Korra because we really enjoyed Avatar.
So yeah, I tried to invade I can't remember what this damn clan's called. Ito? The Ito clan, I think. And I went wrong and I died.
Okay.
I went wrong and I died. I died a lot, and now I lost all my army. Yeah, I mean, the situation's not great.
More like Yito. Chris, I know we said we would watch it on Netflix Party. Unfortunately, this is the only evening we have free this week, and we're doing this.
We're terrible.
And you work, and you and Diar work like normal people hours. So I guess we're watching it together. Never?
I probably won't work normal people hours after the next 2 weeks.
When you go back to your other job.
Yeah, so...
Korra is quite annoying. I love a flawed hero, though. I love a flawed protagonist.
Yeah, I mean, Aang was pretty annoying.
Nah, Chris, we'll find a way to watch it at some point. Hang in there, pal.
Chris, you can just, like...
You can watch it without us. Like, we won't mind.
You can just bug out in the middle of the day, right? That's a thing you can do.
I mean... We watched Avatar basically across like a weekend when we did nothing but watch it.
Mm-hmm.
We watched the first few episodes. Oh, we'll just watch one, then we'll come back to it, and then we just completely marathoned it. Korra is a standard overconfident fantasy protagonist, Nick says. I mean, I actually found Aang incredibly annoying.
I found Aang incredibly annoying.
In Avatar. I was like the one... I really like Avatar apart from Aang, who is completely infuriating. So if Korra is infuriating, I guess it follows the pattern.
It fits.
I had so little patience for Aang in Avatar. I was like, stop flipping about with dolphins and go save the day, you dumb Avatar.
Save the day, you dillweed.
You dumb monk. My favourite character is also the Cabbage Merchant.
My cabbages. Poor guy never even got his cabbages.
I'm going there. I usually don't really waste time with shipping straight relationships in media because really, who cares? But it is unforgivable that they teased Katara and Zuko getting together, which made so much sense, and then abandoned it and just got Katara together with Aang, which made exactly 0 sense. I will never forgive them for being cowards. That's my hot take.
That's a hot take.
Katara and Zuko is canon to me. Yes, Chris. It makes so much more sense. And yes, Boomy is also very good. Katara and Aang doesn't make sense. She has a motherly and sisterly relationship. A big sister relationship with him. So to suddenly shoehorn that into a romantic relationship in the last couple of episodes is really cringy.
I agree.
And also it just falls into the trope of like the male protagonist has done the thing they're supposed to do, so then they win a woman. Like
Yeah.
you did it, you did your task, here's your woman. And it's like you could have not done that. You could have been braver. And I feel like they were building up to being braver. They were really like putting a lot of chemistry between Katara and Zuko, and making it make sense and putting it so it would have been quite natural. That like then it would have made sense because then it's like the Water Kingdom and the Fire Kingdom are like being united through this marriage, and it would have been like a big like symbolic thing. And then they were like, actually no. I cared about this more than I expected to. That's rough, buddy. Thank you, Nick.
That's rough, buddy. Is also a good description of the stream.
Yes, the episode where Zuko and Sokka went on a hot air balloon date. I was really, really on board with them getting together after that one. It was rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
I think that was actually the turning point for me with like, oh, I actually love this series, is when Sokka's girlfriend became the moon and I cried. And I was like, I can't believe I'm crying over the lady becoming the moon. That's so dumb, but I care so much. I guess that this show has officially sucked me in.
That's rough, buddy. So good. We're about to lose. Sorry, update. We're about to lose.
Sorry, we got chatting and I forgot to pay attention to a
It's
game.
important to chat.
You said that
this
it was...
the whole point about doing this is going to be a very chat-focused stream, and that's okay.
You said
Mm-hmm.
that it was unrecoverable at this point, so I'm shocked you're still going.
I just thought I'd see
it out.
I'd see it out. See out the string. Yeah, we're done.
A little update on the game. Diar's dead.
A little update. Diar's dead. I'm going to try playing as the bow guys.
Are we going to go again?
We're
going for a second hour.
We'll go again if that's all right.
Yeah,
I'm having a nice time.
Let's go into hour 2. While you set that up, I'm going to just get a bit more water.
Could you grab me some as well, please?
I sure can.
Thank
friend.
you very much. I appreciate that. We're going to see this nice cutscene of our guy stabbing himself.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's not very nice. I want to skip that. That's a bit violent.
Okay, I will.
Oh,
Hey
yes.
chat.
Don't follow me.
That didn't go great. That's okay though. That's how literature works sometimes. You die a bunch. He does indeed commit honourable Sudoku, yes. I like birds. New campaign, Shogun 2. Thank you very much for water. No worries. We're going to play as a Chosokabe. Because, so I haven't actually completed this game on Legendary. But I have proven that I know it can be done because people have done it who are not me. I have proven that I can do it. Because I've got to the point in the Date, I've got to Realm Divide in the Date, which is the bit in the game where everyone declares war on you. This is mostly the same, so I'll skip it.
Okay, so who are we being this time? Sorry.
We're being the Chosokabe.
Okay.
And we are going to try a different strategy. Oh, I forgot about this.
I also enjoy Sudokus, chat. I have an app on my phone to play Sudokus.
That's nice.
I like them. It's
Yeah,
like
you
a logic
sometimes do
puzzle,
some
but you can
Sudoku.
kind of do them without really engaging your brain very much until you get to the hard bit.
I used to enjoy Sudoku, but I was not very good at them.
That's fair.
Which is fine.
They're probably the thing I do which is like the most concentration that I ever do on one thing at a time.
You do crosswords.
Yeah, but then I often get distracted by crosswords and start looking up a new word that I've learned from it and then forget what I'm doing.
Well, that's cool.
And honestly, I often get distracted when doing Sudokus, but at least like you can just jump right back in once you remember what you're doing.
Yeah. So I once again forgot to do any of the stuff I should have done on the first turn
Well done.
because
We were talking about
because we're
Sudokus.
talking about Sudoku.
Are you on the island of Sudoku?
No.
Chris says he used to do Sudokus all the time, but his brain has turned to mush too much. Relatable.
Yeah, big mood. I'm on the island of Shikoku.
Shikoku, very similar.
Very
so
similar.
you see how that came about now, don't you?
So what I should have done and didn't because I'm a muppet. Oh, we are training
who's this
already.
lad?
Never mind. This is the Miyoshi.
What's that?
They're just another clan.
Oh, that's a different clan.
Yeah.
Are you having a chat?
Yeah, I need them to not declare war on me, please.
Well, they're indifferent towards you currently.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they.
I see you have more mountains and trees here to turtle in. Should you choose to do so?
I'm going to try and do that. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention to where the rebels were hiding because I'm an idiot.
You're not an idiot.
That's.
You're just not good at war, which you know.
I'm bad at war. That's
Reshi, come here.
that's
come
why
say hi.
I've
Who's a good boy?
that's why I've won this game.
Reshi's here having a pat, but he's hiding out of view of the camera because he's
here's what
camera
we're gonna
shy.
try. Here's what we're gonna try and do.
Do you want to show the guys?
Yeah.
Reshi? He's,
What
he's,
do I
over,
need to do?
he's over here. Nope. There he is. Oh no, he's running away. He's so camera shy.
That was
he
really
ran.
cool. He really slid out of frame
He
there.
ran the second the camera was pointed at him.
He hates the camera.
Reshi would thank us to respect his digital privacy.
Oh, beans! I meant to do that.
Oh, beans.
I misclicked.
What did you do?
I misclicked.
Did you declare war on the wrong chaps?
No.
What did you do?
I moved us out of the Heidi bit.
Oh, you've moved us. You're standing in the middle of the thing like, here we are, lads. Come and fight me, bitch. No, you're just scrolling. You're just scrolling.
This one might not go very well.
I'm sorry, I distracted you with a dog.
No, that's cool. Don't worry about it. I did a bad job.
It was Reshi's fault. Reshi, did you sabotage the game? He's a clever boy.
Oh,
He's pleased.
beans. I have.
He only came over to remind me he exists because I haven't fed him yet.
Well, that's sweet.
He'll be right.
He will be.
We'll feed him eventually.
This is fine.
Chris says new tactic is just stand in the open. They'll never expect it. Hiding in plain sight, it's called. Heard of
I
it?
am apparently.
You
good
ever even read Sun Tzu's The Art of War?
I am apparently
Page
good at this
3,
game.
stand in the open.
They'll never see it coming.
Page 4, win. That's it. That's the whole book. The rest is just pictures of cats.
I read a bit of Sun Tzu's The Art Form.
Really?
Yeah, when I was doing my degree. It's, you
Your
know,
degree was in boats.
I did things that weren't boats, though.
Like boat wars.
Yeah. I mean, I also just read some kind of general military history because I found it interesting. Not that it's something that I particularly want to kind of do, but I think it's interesting to learn about things that you don't necessarily enjoy. That's why I know a lot about economics.
You have got quite a lot of military history books. We're just next to a bookcase, which is why I'm twisting over here. I'm looking at your history books.
Yeah,
We got rid of a fair few
we did.
because we only own one bookcase and we own a lot of books between us, so we had to be a bit cutthroat about which ones stay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else I have here.
Mm-hmm.
A little bunch of art cards with Japanese artwork.
Oh,
on them.
show some of those off. That's
So I
relevant.
believe Chris brought them back for us from Japan when he went.
Yeah, that's great.
Here we go. This seems appropriate.
We're gonna get.
There's shall I do it or no?
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's too bright, but there's Mount Fuji. There's the very famous wave painting, which I love very, very much.
Yeah, it's lovely.
There's a temple gate. These are all little like bookmarks, but they're too pretty for me. I'm too afraid of damaging them because I love them so much, so I just have them sitting on the bookcase to look through. Hakone Pass. Yeah, it's all of these like old classical Japanese artwork. Really beautiful. When people are like in like art history, Eurocentric art history, are like, oh, they didn't discover perspective until this year, and I'm like, yeah, maybe not in Europe, dude. Japan had perspective on lock a long time before you even thought of it.
I would love to go to Nara. I mean, there's lots of places in Japan I would love to go.
Oh
But that's
yeah,
certainly on the
Nara.
list.
The deer you brought us back from Nara, Rushy did steal off the bookcase and bite the nose off
Oh
of.
yeah, sorry about that. He's a
But it's still here. It doesn't have a nose anymore.
he's a bad dog. Oh, we've done it. We've enacted Diar turtle strat.
You done it?
Yeah.
You attack. You're doing the
So
attack.
we've done a ambush. This is how I made legendary work for me. Is by hiding in trees, do ambush, win. Question mark profit.
Okay, cool. And it's worked for you so far, has it?
It's worked pretty well. I lost 94 dudes and they lost 600.
That's way better than
That's
last time.
considerably better than last
Oh,
time.
speaking
isn't
of
it?
deer, there's a couple on your map
Oh
here.
yeah, I never noticed them before.
There you go.
I love this map so much. I just think it's beautiful.
I like how it has just little
dynamic
things.
elements.
Yes, dynamic
Yeah, yeah.
elements. That's a lovely way of putting it.
Yeah.
Gamers.
Gamers.
It's winter. The deers have left. Nick says it's a situation in the UK so bad you guys are burning books for warmth. I mean, we're a hair's breadth away.
Hey buddy, you know, you joke, but
Nick then said you're about to misclick and declare war on the deer.
oh, it's true.
Japan is like a big. We really want to go there. It's a big one on our list.
It's a
of
big one we
places.
want to tick off. Yeah.
Chris, I think it's very cool that you've been, and I don't blame you for wanting to go back sometime when it's not so hot that you're going to melt the entire
Yeah.
time.
I would love to go.
It seems like there's just so many very beautiful places.
Yes, it does seem like there's so many very beautiful places.
And I guess it has a very interesting history, which I know nothing about, but you could probably help me learn more when we go.
I could certainly tell you bits and bobs. I'm by no means an expert on Japanese history, but I know a bit.
Well, then what are you doing running this stream?
What
You've
am I
got no
doing running this
rights!
stream? I mean, I know a bit about the Sengoku Jidai, but that's mainly because of playing this game. So
Hey, that's fine. I learned a little bit about Renaissance Italy from playing Ascreed.
cool.
Because it has the thing where you look at a building and it comes up with a historical background on it, which is kind of fun. Oh yes, Japan also does excellent whiskey.
I
That's
would
very
love
true, chap.
to have some Japanese whiskey. I had the chance one time and I didn't take it.
You never
in a
tried
bar.
the Japanese whiskey?
No, have.
You can get them at the
You
the shop.
can buy them. Like
I think Sano's carries one occasionally.
I was in a bar. Really?
Yeah.
Just buy that, really.
It's not that uncommon to get imported Japanese whiskey at this point.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hide in this pear tree.
We're gonna hide in some trees.
We're gonna hide in this nice cherry blossom,
Oh,
and
beautiful.
we're gonna wait until these guys come shuntering down here, and then we're gonna jump out and be like, boo, and we're gonna see what happens as a result of that. First though, more dudes.
Are you still with us, chap?
I think so.
Streamlabs just panicked and everything turned red.
Our
And then
view-
our
our-
view chat,
Our
our view count went
viewers
to 0.
just died.
Oh. Okay,
Okay, thanks.
messages coming back through now. I'm not sure what happened there.
So
View count just crashed completely. I don't know what you did. What did you say?
everyone got sick of me
What
and
did
was
you
like,
say?
"We out."
I was reading chat and you were saying something. You hid in some cherry blossoms and everyone was fuming. and
Everyone
had
was
to leave.
raging and had to get out here.
That was weird.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not sure what happened there.
Sorry about scaring away all of chat. Gonna hide in these cherry blossoms. Actually, I like them better.
You found these trees better?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a little update on what's happening.
So we're on the island of Shikoku. We're playing as Shosokobe, who like bows,
Sure.
bows and farms. So we're gonna have a lot of bows and farms.
Bows
We're at
and
war.
farms,
We're at
baby.
war with this clan, the Kona, on the east of the island, but the up as we're looking at it on the screen. I am hiding in some bushes, hoping that they'll try and conquer me, and that I will jump out and destroy their army. At which point, I'm going to attempt to swoop in and take their city. That's the plan. That's what we're doing. We're also desperately hoping that no one over here declares war on us in the meantime, because that will really make a mess of that strategy.
Apparently they're getting tapping and buzzing noises occasionally. I'm willing to bet that's because of this cable hanging down
Oh, sorry.
like this.
Sorry.
So I'm going to
Put it over
just
the back.
do this.
Sorry.
Carry on.
We're having such a mess with the audio. It's no wonder that everyone's bugged out, really.
Everyone's like, we're sick of all this crash audio.
Sick of this absolute garbage audio.
Yeah, it's definitely much easier for whatever reason on my laptop. The setup is much smoother. The worst problem we have is some suboptimal resolution on the Wondersong
On the monitor.
game. Yeah,
Yeah. That's okay then.
that's fine. Okay, you're doing alright.
We're doing better this time.
You're doing pretty good.
Although
Doing pretty
actually,
good.
last time actually we started off really well, and then I got too aggressive
You got a big few
and
moves.
was like,
did
"Let's
you?
do it. We can do it." And
I'm
I was
also
like,
gonna
"No."
move my phone away so we don't get trashy interference.
The times when I got through the initial part of the game on the Date, who are the fellas who are up here, right in the top corner of the map, I just sat in my own kind of bit for like 40 turns.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Which seems bad, but it works, or it can work.
I do agree it wouldn't make for the most thrilling
No, it wouldn't make for a thrilling
viewing
stream.
experience.
So we're gonna go for it a bit here.
Okay.
What should I build?
What are your options here?
I've got this harbour.
Uh-huh.
I've got this lumber yards.
Harbour.
I could build actually.
Fort?
I could build strongholds.
Definitely fort.
Let's do it.
If you're going to be turtling, you've got to have a good place to turtle.
You know what? When you're right, you're right.
You're right.
I should sauce.
Nick mentioned haikus, and I saw a really good haiku earlier.
Oh, you
and I'm going
did.
to try and find it again.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, and you'll like it. I think.
If you don't, well, that's on you, buddy.
Don't. That's fine. Has the buzz gone now, by the way, or is it still coming through? Really sorry about our trash audio. We love you guys, and we're glad you're here.
We love you all.
Okay, thank you.
No buzz. Alright, good, we seem to have fixed it. We were buzzkill. Oh no. Alright, this is a haiku by Heidi Reagan. No deal Brexit is hard to debate within a haiku's limits, but... Hope you enjoyed Michelle's poetry corner.
I really like it. Is it by Nancy Reagan?
Light applause from Nick.
Yeah, golf applause.
Yeah, Heidi Reagan. I
Heidi Reagan.
discovered her
Oh, I
on
said
Twitter
Nancy
today.
Reagan.
She's a Australian-born, but I believe British-based comedian.
She seems real cool.
She seems fun.
Yeah. So I'm just building guys, and I'm beefing up my army of hiding lads with additional guys while my stronghold builds. And that's basically the ball game at this point. And then we wait and hope that somebody falls into our clever trap.
Okay.
Now we wait.
And now we play the waiting game.
And now we must play the most dangerous game.
Hungry, hungry
Da, da,
hippos.
da, da.
That's another classic Simpsons moment. When Homer Simpson goes, "Now we play the waiting game."
Yeah. I don't remember that.
No, I'm still doing it. He says it, and then there's like 3 seconds of silence, and he goes, "Oh, The waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippos. Really good. Someone made a game called Hungry Hungry Trilobites, says Nick.
That's fun.
What's a trilobite?
Someone's fallen into our clever trap. It's still going to be a bit dicey, but we'll see how we go.
You're ambushing these lads, are you?
We are.
Chris says, there's a thing in Ghost of Tsushima when you get to certain rest stops where you compose haiku from pre-made lines and you get bonuses based on what you write.
That's pretty cute.
Incredibly charming. I love that.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I love that.
Ghost of Tsushima itself seems like a very hard game. But, I mean, I like that you can make haikus.
The Twitter account I follow about whether you can pat...
came back.
Oh, nice. Whether you can pat dogs in games says that thanks to an update you can now pat the dog in Ghost of Tsushima, which is good.
Our guy leveled up. So apologies if I'm not describing what's happening enough. I am sorry. I will try to.
No, in your defense, I'm nattering endlessly.
No, it's good.
I'm very
That's
sorry.
Good. This is the nice natter stream, and that's what we're all here for. We're just here to have a nice time and hang out, and also Diar's playing a game at the same time.
This is basically what we do most evenings. It's just we're doing it publicly with our friends.
Exactly.
Today.
We're doing it with our friends today. You can pet the dog. You can pet the dog in Hades, says Chris.
Yeah, you can pet Cerberus. I think you said to me, Chris, that one of the heads is asleep, but you can pat the other two heads.
That's nice.
Which is very cute.
So, okay, so our cunning trap came off. It wasn't an unqualified success. So what we're going to do now...
Did you win the battle then?
We won the battle,
but
which is good.
You lost quite a few
I lost more...
chaps.
Yeah, I lost more chaps than I would like. So what we're going to do now is we're going to re-hide here. Yeah. We're going to... We'll kind of run out of money, which isn't ideal. So I've got options here. I can double down on...
Jim's off for dinner. Bye, Jim.
See you
Have
later,
a nice
Jim.
dinner.
Have a nice dinner. What's for dinner, Jim?
Say hi to Maz.
Say hi to Maz. We had a really nice salad that Shell made. Well, it was kind of lunch dinner, wasn't it?
It was kind of a late. We forgot to have lunch again.
Because we're not great.
Giant children.
We're giant children. I'm going to double down and I'm going to recruit more guy. And then I'm going to hopefully attempt to catch them when they try it again.
So you're going to just kind of hunker down, build some more boys.
Yeah.
Build some more chaps. And then you're going to hide in the forest and then ambush again.
Yeah, that's the plan. It's not fantastic because I didn't quite win by enough for this to be comfortable. So we'll just have to see how we go.
I think I keep saying chaps because, again, I was saying I used to watch Dad play these kind of games when I was a kid, and he always called his units chaps.
Your dad strikes me as the sort of person who would say chaps a lot.
Yeah, he would always call the units. It doesn't really in conversation, but when you're playing these games, he'll always be like, just going to build some more chaps. There's all my chaps.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
My history teacher, when I was in, one of my history teachers when I was in secondary school, was an ex-tank sergeant.
Whoa.
In the army. Yeah.
That's quite a change.
Yeah, I mean, he was an interesting guy. And he had a really kind of fun voice and just way of speaking.
Mm.
So he'd like, chaps, guys, come on now, what are you doing? Get your hair cut, Davy Rogerson. That sort of thing.
Sounds like me so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's spoken in a manner not dissimilar to your dad, so probably like.
Were you at a boys' school at that point?
No, this was co-ed.
This sounds like a very traditional boys' school. You know,
this was when I was in private school, so
it was a private school.
Yeah,
fair enough. Was it a former boys' school?
No, actually, it was a former all-girls school.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. It's just it seems like a very old school boys' school thing to refer to students by their surnames only.
It's very much a private school thing.
Yes, but I thought specifically boys.
My
understanding was at traditional girls' schools they would call them by their first names or Ms.
Oh, right.
Miss whatever. Mm-hmm. Nick says it was an all-girls school. Yes, I believe prior to DR attended.
Yeah, previously it was an all-girls school. Well, I think actually it's a bit of some deep lore here. So the school actually was a brand new school, but the site had previously been an all-girls school.
They rebranded.
Well, I think there was a gap kind of in between of some years.
Speaking of, again, I think it's because to relate to these conversations about private schools and stuff, you've really got to go to my dad. His college at Oxford that he attended was a women's college until the year that his year.
He has, yeah.
Yes, he says it's possibly apocryphal, but it's been said that the dean was asked how the male students are settling in And the response was like rabbits.
That's funny. I can imagine.
Yes, they also, the rowing team absolutely annihilated everyone in their league
Fuck, I misclicked again.
because of nonsense. Okay.
Yeah.
So Lady Margaret Hall's rowing team was the best at the time.
Yep.
But then obviously they had to institute a men's rowing team once they started letting men in. But all of the coaches and the coxes were women who were amazing because they were in the top of their league.
I see.
In their team. So then they quickly got the boys up to speed, and they were good enough to be in the first league. But they had to start in the bottom league because they were newbies.
I see.
And they had to win that league to move up in the next term.
So they trashed it.
So then they just trashed everyone. That was deeply unfair to all the other colleges.
Okay.
And that's the story.
That's funny.
That's the story about how you shouldn't assume that a sports team being coached by women will be really bad.
Your dad was on the road team, wasn't he?
He was.
That's cool. That's a cool little thing.
Taught Chris and I how to row. I lack the upper body strength to do it correctly, but I know how to do it correctly.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember when I learned how to row.
You just got... you got left in a boat for 6 hours and told to figure it out.
It does sound like something that would happen to me, despite it being an obvious Bean Dad reference.
You have all the tools at your disposal. Just figure out how to use them.
Just figure it out. I did a bad job.
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
No, it's okay. I did a bad job, and I lost my hide point. I misclicked.
Again?
Yeah.
Did you declare war on the deer again?
No. I misclicked. I had a really nice hiding spot, and now I've lost it.
Oh no.
That's okay. I'm gonna try and find it again. I want to be like here.
Okay. So
I hadn't no because so what I'm looking for. This is specific. So I need my cursor to show up with like a little tree on it.
A tree.
There.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's how I know that it's a hiding spot.
That is minuscule.
Yep.
I hope you all can see this who are watching.
So I need. There it was.
There's somewhat around here. There's a little tree.
There's a little spot, and I've lost it.
There's a big spot over there.
Haha, he's a dog.
It's you, isn't it? I said your name. Good boy.
Tyler's asking why I went to an all-girls school. My sister did actually go to an all-girls school, which might be what you were thinking of.
Diar went to a formerly all-girls school, which was mixed gender by the time he attended.
My school was a brand new school that was set up. Well, I mean that's true, Nick, but don't tell her that. The school was on the site of a what had previously been an all-girls school, and then it was left kind of with nothing there for I think like 10 years, and then a new school was set up in its place. Yeah, there was a gap. I can't find this point. We're just gonna go a bit further back.
You're gonna hide there instead.
Yeah, because it's a bit silly.
How many turns have you done?
Oh god, I've no idea.
Oh, is there not a counter?
There probably is somewhere.
For the amount of information on the screen, somehow there isn't. It doesn't tell
probably
you how
about
many
10. I think about 10.
Okay, so you're doing much better than last time.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
You're doing alright.
I'm doing alright.
I believe in you.
Getting good grades. The future's so bright. Gotta wear shades.
It's yeah. I mean, you were privately educated, so I expect you to do well at this sort of thing.
Video games?
Yeah, video games. Strategy, politics.
Strategy, politics.
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
Exams.
The site of that school
being adequately funded.
Yeah.
Some of us had to go to pleb school. That's right, Nick.
That's right.
Some of us did.
Some of you did.
in Warwick Castle.
I mentioned that I went to private school and our view count died again.
Yeah, because no one wants to listen to some privately educated Eton barcode with his hobnobbing with his posh friends down the Bullingdon Club and wrecking our economy so that their mates can fail to supply PPE. Diar.
I didn't do.
You are emblematic of everything that's wrong with this country.
Oh no.
And I think you should apologise.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh, it's not Tyler, but it's chill. It's chill. Yeah. Okay. So this is. I just sit basically and hope that somebody attacks me. Update. They did one time, then they decided that it was a bad idea, and now they're waiting for me to come and attack them, but I'm not going to.
That's what I do when I tweet something about my opinions.
Do you want to talk about misogynist short people? Because people might miss that. People might have missed
No,
that.
being a short woman is misogyny.
Oh, sorry. Hey, they've done it again. Let's see if we can get them this time.
What it's like for trans people in schools now.
Horrible, I imagine.
It's interesting. The official kind of guidance is to support transition. However, it's not in any way enforced, and basically it's down to individual school policy. And obviously the very, very, very insidious anti-trans lobby in the UK are working hard to try and get that official guidance revoked. So it seems like it's really case by case.
Yeah, I think
It's
that
luck.
recent...
If you go to a school with understanding, if your kid goes to a school with understanding policy and staff, then it's okay.
My understanding is that recent
And if they don't, it's not.
legislative changes have made it a more unpleasant environment just in general, not relative specifically to being in school.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into my rant about the public consultation that was done 2 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Which suggested, which strongly came out to advise the government to make it easier to legally change your gender on all legal documentation. Spot's here. Spot's interested in this discussion. Spot says trans rights, don't you, Spot?
Yes.
Yes.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.
On Spot.
So that consultation came out 2 years ago. The government did nothing for a year, and then they decided to hold another consultation, presumably in the hopes it would give them the answers they wanted this time. And shockingly, the consultation actually came out more in favour of improving things for trans people in this country.
Yeah.
And still, naught has been done.
Jack shit.
Absolutely jack shit. Tyler says, thanks, Spot. Spot says anytime.
Spot says anytime. Don't
Sorry,
worry about
this
it.
is a depressing topic. We should be talking about
We can
this.
talk about it.
I apologise.
Don't worry
if,
about it.
It's upsetting to hear about.
Yeah,
I just feel like it's not really and I hardly position myself as an expert on these issues. I try to keep vaguely informed.
Yeah.
You know, I follow organisations like Gendered Intelligence, which are really good about keeping me abreast of the situation in the UK.
Yeah.
I do know that in Scotland things are a bit worrying. There's a very again, quite insidious anti-trans movement growing within the SNP, which is the kind of ruling party in Scotland.
Yeah.
So that's concerning.
It is.
It might have worrying implications if Scotland does go independent. Nick, has LGBT stuff drastically improved since we were teens? Or was it just due to people gaining a modicum of maturity? It's a really good question, Nick.
In some ways, yes, I think.
Yeah, I think in some ways it has. I think it seems like teens are more willing to be out these days.
Yeah.
When back in the before times when I could go, hi cat!
Hi cat.
You're back! You ate the food!
What was the food?
Congrats. Nick says cat's back, hide the serious discussion. Cat, what do you think about LGBT rights in the UK? Pretty bad?
Pretty bad,
but
right?
Definitely better than when we were in high school?
Question
I'm gonna
mark?
say. I think so.
I think it would probably.
Chicken, broccoli, white wine sauce.
That sounds
Sounds
good.
delicious.
That sounds good.
Good choice.
I like how you spell.
Cat, quick run away while you still can.
Sorry, cat. I love how
you missed Spot saying coming over to the webcam to say trans rights, cat.
Yeah. Also, I like how you spell sauce like you're Greg Wallace, which I'm a big fan of. Unironically. Pork.
Nick, I'll say from my perspective that I definitely would not have openly said I was bi when I was in high school. In fact, I did not even recognise it to be true myself when I was in high school, because the existence of such a concept had not ever crossed my kind of experience. I'd only heard the term because there was another girl at school there was a rumour she was bi. Mm-hmm. She was. But I misunderstood it to be a very stigmatised view of what bi actually meant, because that was how people talked about it. And I'd never seen any kind of official resource or education about what it meant to be anything other than straight.
Yeah.
I feel like kids now know what bi is. So for my personal corner of the acronym, I feel like things probably have improved.
The spaghetti soup, as cats put it.
Who you are in the spaghetti soup. Tyler says probably internet, social media is the biggest factor. I agree.
I agree with that.
Kids have the resources to find out for themselves, even if schools are still not teaching anything useful.
Yeah.
Chris says a friend of his came out as bi in high school and people were not kind. Kat says cis gay guy is pretty accepted now. Yeah, I think that's largely true. I did know somebody who he identified as bi and later identified as gay, and basically the response was, well, yeah, everyone who says they're bi is just they haven't come out yet as gay. So that's the kind of bullshit that I used to hear, and I think is still said, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I know it to be untrue now, which I didn't then.
In better news, Spot sat in the tie box.
Yeah, Spot's in the toy box.
Which is great.
He's interested in this discussion. Well, because that was the thing. I understood. People always say, well, if people say they're bi, they're just gay but aren't saying it yet.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'm not gay, so I can't be bi. Poor confused teenage Michelle.
Oh.
Nick says some people were largely accepted who were out at his school, but that's probably because they were popular. Kat says she's still terrified of going out in the wide world, so we're still getting there. Yeah, I definitely think that your letter, Kat, has a lot further to go than my letter. I think as well, asexuality is something that's really, really still barely discussed. Even as things get more accepting, I feel like that's the thing that's still largely ignored.
I wasn't.
Oh, Kat, you came out to everyone at work. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I hope it went well. I hope they were understanding and accepting of you.
I hope so too.
And if they weren't, tell me who they are so I can give them a punch. But yeah, well done. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really great.
We love to see it.
So I've got the maximum amount of guys in this stack I can have in this army. Sorry.
Kat says, allow me to tell you something.
I mean,
people have never asked so many questions about dicks.
Based on what I know about you, Kat, you're generally pretty good at kind of setting the boundaries. So I hope that you said you can ask questions before they did that.
Yeah, sorry, I laughed because the way you said it was very funny. Obviously the situation is not at all funny, that you come out and everyone starts asking about genitalia. That's incredibly invasive and rude. I'm sorry that happened. I just laughed because the way you said it was funny.
Dicks are kind of funny.
Dicks are funny.
What was the word you thought? Winkle.
What a stupid word.
Winkle.
Oh my goodness. Nick says when Kat came out to him, his phone signal died literally as she was about to say it. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. I need someone to come and attack me. Update. I need someone to come and attack me.
Again, me when I tweet an opinion.
Full Spot. You have a bed, pal. You can sit in the bed.
No, he wants to sit with us. He's interested in this discussion about LGBTQIA+ rights.
Well, it's
Aren't you,
important.
Spot? Good boy. What he actually is worried that we've forgotten to feed him.
We haven't, pal.
We haven't, we just can't be
We're
asked.
enjoying the chat.
We'll feed you in a bit, mate.
You'll be alright. You'll live. We didn't eat for like days one time.
So Kat told each person one-on-one and then gave them the option to ask anything they wanted to.
Okay.
And generally it devolves to talking about dicks. I mean, fair. If you felt comfortable kind of inviting that sort of thing, then good for you for being brave and being tolerant of dumb questions. I respect that massively.
Me too.
I would also fully respect if you'd been like, don't ask me that, fuck off.
Don't ask me about dicks.
Both are acceptable.
Mad respect to you for that. So this person is shading me.
People always phrase it in a quote subtle way. I'm not trying to say this is the same thing, but it kind of reminds me of when someone asks me, apropos of nothing, where I'm from.
Yeah.
And then I tell them, you know, oh, I grew up in Dundee. And they go, but where are you, like, from?
Yeah.
And I'll say, well, I was born in the South. And they'll say, but where are, like, your parents from? And I always think, well, if you just want to say, why aren't you white? Just say, why aren't you white? And I imagine it's not a dissimilar thing when people are trying... Let me just ask you this question about this thing. I'm totally not just trying to ask about dicks.
Asking about dicks.
Not the same thing, but I feel like it might be relatable. Chris just says Dundee and never gives it up. Chris, that's also really good. Just keep repeating the same answer. I say, I answer and then turn it back. So they'll go, where are you from? And I'll be like, Dundee, where are you from? And as I'll say. And they go, well, where are you from?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I was born in Surrey. Where are you from? It's like, where are your parents from? They'll be like, well, they're from here. Where are your parents from? And then they usually get tired if you keep if they realise how tiring it is to keep answering the same question.
Somebody asked me, I can't remember who it was or the context, but somebody was trying to ask me about ask me that question about you. And I went to the strategy of Dundee, and then I went, oh, they're Luton, and then I went, oh, I think, from Ireland, and then eventually they were just like, I'm just trying to ask him why she's not white.
Yeah, never make them ask you the question they want to ask.
Yeah.
Tyler, still unfortunately passed as a man. I'm sorry to hear that, Tyler. I don't actually know what you look like. But I hope you're able to reach a point where you feel that how others perceive you is in line with how you perceive yourself.
Me too.
That's the best way I can say that, I suppose. Nick reckons he goes screaming under the radar in all categories, beyond being openly bearded. Nick, we're on to you. My radar started bleeping the second I met you. I just couldn't figure out why it was for a while.
Beep, beep, beep. I certainly won't be ready for the fab androgyny, Tyler.
Kat got herself a work outfit. It's incredibly 40-year-old librarian.
I can imagine that.
Yes, Kat. I bet you look amazing.
I can imagine that. It's exciting.
Tyler says the world won't be ready for their fab androgyny. I don't think anyone's going to be ready.
That's what I said. I don't think I'll be ready.
No.
But in a good way.
I really like the whole androgynous look. It makes me sad that I can't wear button-down shirts because of my tits.
You could probably wear, very tailored button-down shirts.
Yeah, I mean, I have to buy very expensive ones that fit my bod. If I wear a necktie, you can get away with it because it hides the fact all the buttons are gaping. But I can't just wear one otherwise. Oh yeah, Kat, please throw us some pics of your cool work
Oh, I would
outfit.
love that, yeah.
Lesbian, gay, bearded and trimmed. Tyler says that's what it stands for.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the androgynous look in general. I think it's great.
Nick, I feel like you could pull it off. I guess androgyny and having a large beard don't usually go hand in hand. But it's not completely what's the word? They're not completely
diametrically opposed.
Thank you. Yes. One does not necessarily exclude the other.
Mm-hmm.
Gender's fake, just like borders. This game is about how borders are fake. Yeah. This conversation is about how gender's fake.
This game pretty much is about how borders are fake.
Welcome to Noisy Socialist Stream. Let's check in with the game. What's going on?
Not much. Not much has changed. I'll tell you when the situation changed.
You're still hiding and ambushing?
Yeah, I'm still hiding in ambush. Cat's like, well done, I'm not dying yet. Thank you. Yeah, it's going better.
Appreciate your support in this difficult time,
We appreciate your support in this difficult time. I've got a message from GNS.
That's what I say to myself every morning. Oh, yeah, Kat sent some pictures through.
Cool.
Oh, you look so cute! I love that floral blouse on you.
Kat, you look great. Yeah,
and
that's
those
fantastic.
Those shoes are adorable. I used to have a pair very similar to that, a bit in black.
Those are great shoes.
I was very sad when they wore out. Excellent outfit, Kat. 20 out of 10.
So, the situation in game. Oh no, you need to sort them for a size up. Yeah.
Oh no, they're a bit small. Oh, I'm sorry. Definitely do not embrace the pain.
Apparently rewears button-ups a lot. according to
Rewears
Tyler.
button-ups a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think that she posts pictures of herself generally, Ree. I don't think I know what she looks like.
Me neither. Next wall's making strange noises. So, game update. I am waiting for them to tag me, which they aren't doing right now. And unfortunately, I am slowly tanking my economy, little by little.
All right, Bojo.
Which is going to be... oh no, that's quickly tanking your economy.
Oh, sorry, that's detonating. That's nuking your economy from
That's
orbit
exploding your economy.
and your population.
So is most of Western Europe. Yeah.
You joined the club,
I
Diar.
wasn't
I think that's special.
I wasn't expecting it to be economic social commentary, just all the other kinds. So that's an issue. That is an issue. So we'll see how it goes. However, I'm broadly speaking encouraged because we have. I see. Our concealed army's been discovered. Oh, it would, wouldn't
Your
it?
army's been. I thought you were waiting to be discovered so you could jump out.
But I've been discovered, but it's bad.
Oh, they've ambushed you.
They've seen me.
Oh, they found your hiding
They
spot.
found my hiding spot.
Leg it.
So I have legged it.
Bums
yeah.
rumbled.
I've
Scarf
bums,
for lads.
it's very bums rumbled.
I've been made.
Oh, I've been made. The good news is that I have made friends with these guys, so that's important for them not to declare war on me.
Kat's got something for you, which I imagine you'll understand. Melee infantry is vastly preferred in auto-resolve. But in battle mode, an arrow does the same damage on easy versus legendary.
I believe this is accurate. However,
so when you chose swords, when I randomly demanded that you play with swords the first time,
yes,
that may have actually been a better strategy for the battle sim part.
Probably.
But the location that you start in is strategically inferior when you like to hide.
This location is much better for me personally, much better.
Righto.
And also the bow units that I'm using get a bonus because of the clan, and that is calculated in the auto resolve, I believe.
Okay.
So that's quite important, I think.
Video games.
Games. Thank you for that bit of game theory.
Tyler enjoys Bojo. Nick says we can't shorten it more about the auto mod getting upset. I mean, I sometimes refer to him as Bodge.
Bodge sounds a bit too endearing, doesn't it?
Well, it sounds a bit like a lovable goof, which is kind of how he
attempts to portray himself.
Styled himself in order to become the Prime Minister, and then revealed himself to be the evil monster we all knew. Also, Bodge reminds me of Bodger and Badger.
That's what I was thinking
which is
as well.
a joyful thing.
But it's very probably not unless you are of a specific age in the UK. Probably means nothing.
Oh well, I'm sure that your Papa Boris is a nice Papa.
That's a nice papa.
It's not a real Papa. Oh.
It's like a toy papa.
Oh, well, that's nice too.
Oh
That's
yeah,
lovely.
no, it's still real nice.
Nick says we should just call him Butt instead of Bojo.
Kag.
I mean, I largely call him that, and then a swear word of choice for the day. That fucker. Bodge. Bojo.
Bodge.
Mr. Prime Minister.
Mr. Prime Minister.
When's the daily press conference?
It's been.
Has it been?
Yeah.
Still in lockdown?
I take it we are.
Did you know for
Chat,
this,
you got any update?
Did you know for this entire time, not once has the press conference from Downing Street had a sign language interpreter?
I mean, I didn't know that, but I hadn't.
I just found that out today.
Mhm. Sounds about right, doesn't it?
That's unconscionable.
I know that
They've had long enough,
Nicola
for God's
Sturgeon
sake.
has.
Yeah, the Scottish one press conference have a sign
Yeah.
language interpreter, but the UK ones from Downing Street don't. What in God's name?
Yeah.
It's not hard.
No.
You just ring an interpretation service and hire one.
Yeah.
Literally, that's all you have to do.
I know.
The BBC News have an interpreter, but that's not good enough. It should be from the source. It shouldn't be the BBC adding one. Anyway, there's another little thing to get mad about in case your list was looking a little short
thing
today.
to get mad about. Just guys, be alright.
Nick suggests bloody stupid Johnson.
That's a Discworld reference, isn't it? That's the inventor in Discworld, I think.
Nick says we're going to be in
You've
lockdown
not-
until the end of time.
You've not read
possibly.
the Discworld, so it's going to
I
mean
haven't
nothing
read
to you.
Discworld. Oh, Kat has sent a selfie with Boris. That's a very cute toy pup.
Boris is often on the quizzes we do sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I've got to find this hidey point. I want one on my side of it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, there were some of my favourite books from when I still read books or read fiction, I guess. So we talked about them fairly extensively, I think, you and I. I don't know how well they hold up necessarily in this day and age, and I don't necessarily think that they're your style, but they are certainly very funny.
I've read some Pratchett, but I've read the ones that were aimed at sort of children and young adults. When I was such. I've read the Amazing Maurice.
Yeah.
I have read the ones about the witch who was friends with little Scottish imps, the Wee Free Men.
Yes. The Amazing Maurice is good. I didn't like the Wee Free Men as much.
I liked the Wee Free Men. I can't remember her name, but I liked the witch in it. She was cool.
Yeah.
She was a cool witch.
Tiffany, I think.
Tiffany the witch. Yeah, I liked her. And also, like, I liked how they were all spoken Scots because I found it funny.
That is funny.
As somebody, a fish out of water, trying
Tiffany
to learn how to
Aching,
understand
there you go.
Scottish people.
Yeah.
At that part. Tiffany Aching. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I liked them. I loved The Amazing Maurice. Extremely creepy and messed up.
Yes, very
for
much so.
a book that was definitely aimed at kids.
Aimed at kids. Very messed up. More messed up than some of his adult ones, actually.
Yeah, like the Rat King thing is
It's
horrifying.
deeply horrifying.
Deeply unsettling.
Yeah.
It was actually Chris's book, I think. I think someone gave it to him. And he was like, it's good, you should read it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this is fucked up, Chris.
Much more scary than some of the things in the, quote marks, adult books. The Rat King stuff.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway. But yeah, it's good, really good book.
I think my kind of, the thing that's kind of made me hesitant about Discworld is the way they all seem to interlink, and I'm not sure where to go as someone who doesn't... If you haven't read the other ones, like, where do you start with one that you can understand and it's on its own?
Some of them are isolated,
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
And Nick has pointed out that some of them have not aged well, and I can believe this
Some of
because
them
I think
not.
they were written in like the 70s for the first ones. Maybe not that old, but
I mean, it's fair. A lot of stuff doesn't age well. I was thinking about the TV series How I Met Your Mother
right.
the other day, and Chris and I, like, 10 years ago...
87.
87. Yeah, I mean, fair that it hasn't aged well then. But Chris and I were really into How I Met Your Mother like a decade ago. Like,
Yeah.
we loved it. We watched like all of it, every single one. We bought all the DVDs. We thought it was great. We understood that some of the jokes were a bit like on the edge of okay,
Yeah.
but generally we thought it was really good. And I think if I watched it now, I'd find it completely
Really
unbearable.
unwatchable. Yeah.
Like unwatchable.
Yeah, I suspect you're probably right.
Like agonizing.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird.
Mm.
Like, I got that the humour was, like, not very nice to women
Mm.
when I was watching it at the time. But I was like, oh, but it's ironic. You know, lol.
Yeah.
It's showing that this is bad. But actually it wasn't, really. And Nick found it agonising at the time. Well, you were ahead of us, Nick, because Chris and I really liked it. And now I certainly would not like it. Oh, at all.
I never watched it.
Good choice.
Well, you know, you watch
And
things.
you know, it's not that old a show. But things move on pretty fast. these days.
Well, Monstrous Regiment, which Nick mentioned, I know I really liked, and my parents, I think, both loved. And the stuff it was talking about at the time, which I think was the early 2000s, although Nick will know better than me, was like, you know, progressives maybe a little strong, but like the themes were like relatively contemporary, and you know, it was talking about some things. And I do not think some of that will have aged well. And I think probably in terms of where the discourse is at now, probably it seems a bit like, well, yeah, duh.
I can enjoy certain things that I feel they haven't aged well, but they meant well at the time. I can still enjoy that. How I Met Your Mother, I feel like did not mean well at the time, and that's why I find it unbearable. It was kind of toxic at the time. I think an example of that is one of my all-time favourite books, Brave New World by Aldous Huxley.
Yeah.
There's some stuff in there which, like, language which you wouldn't use today.
Yeah.
And probably the most prominent thing. But the thing is that it wasn't satire, it wasn't humorous. He was certainly decrying certain attitudes, but doing so with terminology and descriptions of... So, for an example, there's some stuff about race in there that's basically being like, racism bad, but the descriptions of people of other races are very dehumanizing. So in trying to humanize certain people, he is being dehumanizing because the way, you know, the cultural milieu at the time being what it is.
Yeah.
Now, I can still enjoy that book because I can understand that while it hasn't aged well, there was a certain good intent behind it. and I can understand it and enjoy it as a piece of work from its time.
Mhm.
There is other stuff which aged so horrifically. I'm like, I can't enjoy this now, and I don't believe there was a good intent or a good message behind the horrible language. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I feel like How I Met Your Mother despises women so aggressively, and it wasn't ironic, and it wasn't pointing out any problem with it. It was just presenting it as funny. That's not good.
So, sorry, I have a quick game update.
We're
I know
talking
there's a
about
lot
the
of
game.
stuff going on.
Sorry, I was lecturing.
Kat gave me
Yeah.
some intel, which I thought was good, and turned out not to be good, but that's fine,
Oh,
because
no.
I acted on it anyway, and that's the decision I made, and I'm okay with that. So we are now in a potential situation whereby this could go very wrong very quickly, because I have committed. So I've had to go through with that commitment. We were talking about Lovecraft the other day with
yeah.
our buddy Matt, weren't we?
I think so. Chris has presented Lovecraft an example of something that was never okay.
Yeah, no,
and
absolutely.
is unlikable.
Unlikable. What did you say was a good book, Chris? Sorry, I missed that.
I think Brave New World probably. So
Oh, right, Brave New World. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a great book.
Star Trek's a good kind of an interesting case study in this as well, in what was considered fair for its day, I guess. I did a whoops.
Yeah, Star Trek is a really good case example actually of something that was trying to be progressive but had a lot of problems.
Had a lot of issues.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It is, yeah, it's interesting stuff. I mean, this stuff's important. Okay,
Stuff,
yeah, you're getting about Brave
matters.
New World stuff. It matter.
Stuff, it matter. We're doing amazing.
We're doing amazing.
Discovery, we certainly enjoyed the
I
half
kind
a
of want
series
to
we
try-
watched. We need to
I
get
kind
back
of want
into
to
that.
try getting back into disco because I feel like I'd like it.
We did like it.
Yeah.
The half series finale had like a violent scene that I found really unsettling,
Yeah.
and then I didn't want to watch it because it kind of freaked me out and it put me off for a bit. But I kind of would like to go back and not rewatch that one, but maybe carry on from
Carry
the
on
next
from
one.
that.
Hope it doesn't get that
Get that graphic.
graphic again. Yeah,
Here's-
it was just a bit graphic for me. I don't like violent TV and movies that are graphic.
Yeah.
It was too graphic.
Here's where we find out how wrong it's gone.
But I did really enjoy the storylines and the writing and stuff and the cool mysteries in the new Star Trek. That was fun.
We did it.
Nick says try from series 2. It gets a bit gentler from there.
Okay.
Maybe I will then. Maybe I'll just read what happened in series 1 and then start from series 2.
Yep.
Yeah, there was some weird stuff about like some weird writing around PTSD in there as well, wasn't there? There's a character presented as having PTSD and then people were just yelling at him to stop it when he had panic attacks, and I was like, this isn't great.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but it sounds right.
There's a bit where the guy with PTSD, the guy who was captured by the baddies,
I do remember now. Yeah,
has
yeah.
PTSD, and then he has like a panic attack and a flashback, and I think it's the flashback scene that was really, really graphic and horrific and freaked me out. And he's having this panic attack, and then the other person is like, "Get it together, man! Snap out of it!" And he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay," and does. And I was like, "What's happening? I don't know about this."
I do vaguely remember that.
And
Actually,
I got a
yeah.
bit frustrated with the whole thing, and we stopped watching it for a while. But yeah, maybe we'll start from series 2 and
Yeah.
see if we can enjoy it more from there.
Spot's in a process too.
Yeah,
stuff.
Spot's trying to use gaseous warfare against us in protest of us not feeding him yet. This is total war now.
This is total
Both
war.
of the dogs have been inching closer and closer, and I don't know if I can get them in view, but they are currently like right behind us.
Is that?
Just behind
Is that them?
there. No, I don't think you can see them from here
Okay.
because they're too close behind us.
They're too close, Seamus.
Call the UN.
Okay.
Total war. Nick,
Total war is
you're
good.
on form today, Nick.
Total war.
Sorry, I've messed up your thing.
That's
now. There
okay.
you go.
We have won.
Oh,
We've done it.
he conquered Japan.
We've conquered Japan. We've conquered all. That's it. We've conquered
We've
all of
done it.
Japan.
A minute ago, you said that you were about to lose horribly, but now
Yeah.
you've done
Well,
it.
I thought we were, but actually we didn't. So Kat's intel did
Captain
actually turn
Intel
out
was
to be good.
So you've
Yeah.
won that battle.
We've won that battle.
You have
and
not
I
quite
think,
won the war.
I think we have taken this province now. Yes, we have.
Kat says that she felt that way about Sense8. She liked the rep, but the violence was too scary. I haven't seen Sense8.
Me neither. People say it's great. Kat also accidentally sold our economy. You hero, Kat. You absolute hero. You total ledge.
She knows her stuff.
She knows her stuff.
Knows her onions.
Knows her onions.
Knows her biscuits.
We done it.
Nick's recommending Heartstopper. Is that a book? As something very wholesome with good rep.
Okay,
Thanks, Nick.
that's cool. Thanks, Nick.
The last like really wholesome thing I feel like I
Goddamn
watched was
market.
The Good Place.
Oh yeah.
I loved The Good Place. An LGBT teen romance story, which Nick has found utterly heartwarming and
Oh,
charming.
that sounds nice.
That sounds lovely.
Sounds nice. This might.
You taking stock of your game situation?
Yeah,
here, Diar?
the game situation is good.
Mm-hmm.
We've done what we set out to do eventually.
Hey. Nice.
This worries me.
What worries you?
There's a huge block of blue. So the
Is
thing
that
about
an enemy clan?
the thing
that
about
block?
yeah, that's a huge block of enemy clan.
Uh-oh.
So the thing about legendary is that you don't necessarily need things to happen that are independent of things you control, but it really helps.
So you need the stuff that's going on in the other clans to go in your favour by chance.
Ideally, you want a lot of great clans to get destroyed, and you want for us it doesn't matter so much because we're not near any huge, big potential flare points. But let's say like when I do my usual friends up in the top left corner here, I really need the two big clans in the middle to fight each other and not be friends and get into a big scrap with each other. Otherwise, they get too powerful and it's a mess.
Righto.
So they've become quite powerful in that middle there, that little blue block, and that's a problem.
I'll tell you something.
Yeah, please.
In Blades, a mechanic you can have is that you can have during downtime you can do additional entanglement rolls.
Yeah.
And you can progress other factions in the book.
Yeah.
So you can progress the war between the Red Sashes and the Lamp Blacks by dice rolls in downtime.
Oh, okay.
And I thought of that because it makes me think of like that. Like I just need both of these gangs to keep fighting each other, so none of them get bigger. So the Lamp Blacks don't get big enough that Bowser doesn't come and track you down for ruining his plot that you interfered with.
Absolutely, 100%.
I don't do dice rolls though. I just do it by narrative choice. Sometimes I use a fortune roll to decide just how bad it gets for you or how good it gets for you.
Yeah.
Yes, Nick. After you tried to murder the boss and blame it on someone else.
Blame it on a ghost.
That's right. You did accidentally do that. You panicked.
You panicked. This might not be a bad point to call it, actually.
Are you gonna call it?
Yeah, because we've been going for 2 hours, and
Okay.
We've conquered a province.
Because we've
We've conquered an entire province.
You okay? You got the whole province.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. And you didn't accidentally declare war on any.
I didn't
deer.
actually declare war on any deer. We didn't die. We did not die.
We didn't die this time.
And I maybe will continue this at some point if we just want to do another chat screen. I don't know.
In the second hour, you did not
In
die.
the second hour, I did not die.
Yeah,
So,
hopefully I can figure out what's going on with the game audio and we can get the nice pretty music and
I
stuff
hope
going
so,
in. We might just
yeah.
have to do another silent stream plus us nattering. Chris, you should get some dinner. The dogs would love some dinner.
the dogs would love some dinner.
I think we should get them to come over and say hi. Before
Yeah, we
we
should.
end.
I'll get out of the way.
Okay.
I need to go to the toilet anyway, so.
And that's the other reason you want to end it.
That's the other
so you
reason
can
I
pee.
want to end it. Yeah.
Hello, champ. Do you want to come say goodbye for a bitty? Spot. Oh, yeah, there he is.
Hello,
Hello.
Spot. Hi, Spot.
I support trans rights.
Trans rights.
I support ace visibility and acceptance in all its forms wherever you are on the ace spectrum. I support honest and good representation in media. I support all of you, my good friends, who have distracted my humans from feeding me.
I
I'm
support
Spot.
all of you and I love you, I'm Spot.
I love you, I'm
I
Spot.
love you, I'm Spot.
I hope you enjoyed this stream of a game that Michelle didn't really end up learning anything about because she wasn't paying attention to it.
But we had fun regardless.
Thank you for keeping my humans entertained.
Yeah.
I want something to eat now.
I'll just go walking over here so Rushy can say hi.
Okay.
Spot, come on, we're going on a journey.
Are we going for food?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Come on.
Rishi!
Ride the doggers.
Rishi! Do you want to come here? No, he wants to follow you.
Rushy, come.
Oh. Hello, I'm Rishi. I also believe in trans rights, LGBTQIA plus rights. I'm a dog.
Bye.
Boy.
I'm a dog and bye.
Tommy, feed me.
Tommy, feed me.
Thanks for your input, guys.
Yeah,
That's
thanks for your
really
input,
great,
guys.
dogs. Goodbye, everybody.
goodbye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Spot.
Thank you for joining us.
Spot just put his head on my arm and wrestled it away from the computer because he wants me to stop playing games.
We had fun in this
I'm not
much
playing
more
games,
in
I'm
this much more chat focused stream, and we hope you did too.
Yeah, it was really nice to just have a chat.
It was
while
lovely to just have a
Diar
chat.
tried and failed to conquer Japan.
I did.
And maybe we can pick back up.
Maybe we can pick back up and do another low key chat stream
Yeah.
if people want that.
All right, Wonder Song on Sunday.
Wonder Song on
not sure
Sunday.
exactly what time yet, but
Probably in the evening.
I'll tweet it and we'll let you all know.
We'll let you all know.
All right.
Bye, friends. Have a nice